Hello, everyone. Welcome to It's a Long Story, a place where we roll dice, we tell stories, and we create magic. We are here with most of the Mongoose Crew. Everybody take a look at your camera, wave, and say hi.
Hello.
My wife and I are actually in the same room today, so there's a fun little thing happening here. Hopefully we figured out the audio stuff on that, but yeah. Hey, how's it going? Nice. Anyways, so excited for you all to be here. For those who are wondering what the hell this is a D&D live play stream that we run in the same homebrew world, the place that we know and love, the land of Imea. We have 4 campaigns existing, living, breathing, dying, overcoming other verbs. Or other things in the same world at the same time. So it's a lot of fun. We have people kind of jumping in and out every once in a while. So if this is your first time, welcome. We hope you have fun. A couple of announcements up front. First and foremost, Shadows of the North Shore, our Candela Obscura homebrew game. We are desperately trying to get into the air. We're trying to make happen. We have a couple of people who are interested in jumping in, possibly, but we need at least one more to be able to get that campaign off the ground. So if you were interested, first off, Candela Obscura, if you're unfamiliar, is a cosmic horror game designed by the people over at Critical Role. It is a very high stakes, big on creativity and things like that on that, but low on the rule set. So a lot of high RP sort of type of setting things. And we took that version of what they've made and put a little bit of a spin on it, putting it into a real world type of setting in the year 1901 in North Shore of Massachusetts. Places near and dear to my heart, as well as Lorian's. So if you're interested in checking that out, first off, if you're watching from YouTube, it is in the video description below. But also you can check it out at the on the link that I've put in the live chat. And I'm putting that in as well on the Instagram one as and then on top of that, we are in the middle of the month of February, which is another one-shot month. So we have one-shots running most Saturdays and Sundays. We're going to be off for this Saturday. Honey, why are we going to be off this Saturday?
We're going on a date.
We're going on a date because it's Valentine's Day. Hey, speaking of, actually, everybody, happy Valentine's Day. Forgot. That should probably be the first thing I said. The very next day on that Sunday, we have our Golden Lion heist, which are piggybacking off of a couple people who weren't able to jump in when we weren't able to run that game last week or this past Sunday. So we have that one. We also have another Weldon McClellan's Murder Minstrel. Fuck, I was so close. McClellan's Melon Minstrel Murder Mystery, an all bard affair, fun little D&D one shot with you can play all bards and get to figure out a little bit of a whodunit sort of thing. I was so close. I've gotten that name right twice in a row now, and of course I screwed it up here, but so that's a super fun one. And then I believe also, I think the last Sunday of the month, I believe we're doing the Rite of Jakur. So you can check that out. That is a level 12 pit fight. So you're all fighting together on a kind of gladiatorial sort of fighting pit. Super fun. So please check those out. You can do so, like I said, following that video description below if you're watching on YouTube, but on Twitch and Instagram and YouTube, I'm also putting it in the chat for you guys to check out. Also, if you're watching this and don't want to be bothered by that and you want to be listening to my voice, so the link is startplaying.games/GM/It's a Long Story. If you are interested in supporting the channel, best way to do so, as every YouTube channel will tell you, is or every YouTube or Twitch channel, the best way to do so would be liking and subscribing. You know, this whole deal. But it does help us out a ton and being able to kind of reach out to more people. I did promise everybody that I will run a free one shot once we hit 300. Actually, I just thought of this now. Like that would be fun to do, like a 300 style one shot, right? Like the movie. You guys know that movie.
Do I need to watch the movie to understand it?
You just need to know it's a bunch of like
I mean, I know, yeah, I know the movie. I just haven't
dudes with
seen it.
spears and chiseled abs, and
is there a "This Is Sparta" thing too? Yes. Or like,
I don't. Yeah, maybe.
Like a kick?
Kicks him into a pit. Yeah.
It's just a one shot of just that scene.
Oh, okay.
No, just kidding. I'll make it more interesting than that, I promise. Please,
roll
please
kicking.
like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Roll for kicking. Yeah, so if you're interested in doing that, also you can check out our social media stuff. Posting the link tree in the private chat as well for our Instagram and our TikTok. We like to post some of the like behind the scenes stuff with the terrain, as well as some of like our favorite clips or clips of some of our favorite moments, both funny and
my cat attacking me. My cat.
The cat attacking you.
Yeah,
I gotta check in with Jess. Jess, if you're watching, I hope you're working on that. You said you would. Yeah, we'll check in on that. But yeah, super fun stuff. So feel free to jump in and follow on all of that to be able to kind of stay involved and walk with us. Also, if you're watching, if you are watching online right now, feel free to always just shout out and say hey. You know, some D&D live streams will do like if you say this, you can give an inspiration to someone for blah blah blah. And it's you'll see. It's not really. It's more of an RP style game, especially for you guys. So I think there's but they'll probably figure out something for that. Maybe that's what we need to do to kind of get people more engaged. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, you're here. You're watching. So welcome. Thank you. I believe that is it for the announcement. So before we jump into our time tonight, we need to get an idea of where we left off. So Royal Scribe, if you would please.
Yes. So we left off, we began last session with the aftermath of Marvin the house collapsing on with Gwar and Broomhilda inside. Gwar came to covered in debris and furniture and is able to use his abilities and wits and everything to get out of the rubble. So he starts looking for Broomhilda but gets no response. As he's sifting through the rubble, he yells at everyone to stay back because he knows that basically Broomhilda's kind of radioactive in medieval terms. It's probably a better way to describe that, but that we should stay away. He hasn't explained it to us yet, though, which leads to Saren just ignoring him and starting to look for Broomhilda as well. And Wilbur is in shock, and it asks Eldrin if everyone is okay and safe. And when he finds out that Broomhilda's still missing, he runs towards the rubble. And then before Milo can go help sift through things, he notices the full moon and starts to transform into his werewolf form. But luckily, he has a bloodstone and is able to gain control of himself. So he transforms, but is nice werewolf Milo, not mean Milo. So Broomhilda, throughout all this, has been unresponsive until Eldrin is able to cast Mass Cure Wounds that includes Broomhilda in that, which brings her to consciousness. So Saren and Gwar are able to pull Broomhilda out of the rubble with Saren's rope of climbing, which then and then Gwar and Broomhilda embrace, and it's a very sweet moment where Gwar then heals her as well. So we skip to an hour later, and we're all hanging out in Eldrin's temple to persona that she created. We take some time to recover. There's conversations had between Noros and Saren, Noros and Milo, and then Wilbur is a bit withdrawn, and is kind of just resting his eyes in the corner while Eldrin stays with him. And then Gwar and Broomhilda are as far away as possible from everyone from everyone else in the temple, while they kind of they're quiet and take comfort from each other. And I think Brumhilda talks a little bit to Guar, but for the most part, it's just a lot of us recovering. Eventually, Eldrin asks Guar to come talk with her outside of the temple, which they do that, and Milo follows to go hunting. So Guar and Eldrin discuss Brumhilda and what to do next. Guar explains the exposure thing with Brumhilda and why he wants everyone to keep their distance. And then they discuss that there are some things that they need to tell Brumhilda that could be earth-shattering to her and also very dangerous to us, so we're trying to figure all of that out. Meanwhile, Milo goes hunting and basically throughout all this time encounters a spider-like creature who happens to be a traitor. Throughout all this, he rides the spider dude before they're...
Trader, for the record.
Yeah,
trader. Not traitor. Trader.
Trader. So Milo makes friends with this creature, and his name is Magpie. And Milo, in just Milo fashion, he sees this terrifying creature, and instead of being scared or trying to fight it, he tries talking with it and makes friends, and is able to trade Duchess's tear, glass tear thing that he has for a scrying orb. Or I don't think he knows it's a scrying orb yet. No, he does. Anyway, so let's see. Throughout all of that, Saren did alert Guar and Eldrin of that Milo is chasing after a creature, and Eldrin suggested that we don't really need to we can check on him remotely and then decide if we want to help. And it turns out it's fine because Milo told Guar that everything was fine. So Guar also tells Saren what he told Eldrin, so that Saren and Eldrin are up to speed. And then Eldrin makes a colossal mistake and uses her trident to call forward elite soldiers to clean up the rubble of Marvin. And she realizes immediately that it was a big abuse of power, and it becomes even worse when 4 out of 5 of them become frozen after touching Brumhilda's stuff. And upon getting Brumhilda, she is kind of weird and nice and understanding to Eldrin, and basically tells her that the Tritons will go back to normal in about an hour, and to just not touch anything else. And then Wilbur then falls asleep. He's Wilbur's actually left alone in the temple and falls asleep and makes contact with Riley. Did I skip anything, guys?
I had to jump out for a second, but you talked about the conversation that you did have with that Eldrin had with Guar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I think that's everything. Anything else, Gary?
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Awesome. All right. Sweet. So let's jump in. Wilbur, give me a religion check, please.
I think it's weird that my religion's so high. 12.
For the record, yeah, religion's also like built into the idea of like culture too. So there's actually, it does kind of make sense as far as your, well, I don't know, at least your understanding of your culture. So what did you get?
12.
I love turning to, what did you get? Because I could see.
12.
You got 12? Okay, great. Yeah.
1,
Awesome.
2.
Thank you so much.
So is this another roll? Because she rolled last time. Or
did you roll last time?
Yeah, for making contact with Riley.
Oh, my bad. What'd you get last time? My bad.
14.
14.
I'm glad that you had that written down.
I just watched it.
You guys hearing music?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why am I not? 1 second.
Sounds like the music my masseuse plays.
Yeah.
1 second, gang. Weird. Okay, cool. I have no concept of level now at this point, so is level okay?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. Feel free to just let me know throughout if something sounds like super loud or whatever. Okay, so Wilbur, we ended last session with you seeing visions of the you kind of stepping out into the grove, out with the trees that are to either side, and you see Riley kind of approaching from the very large tree in the center. Riley comes up to you and
she
just
said, "Hello,
says,
Wilbur. How can I help?"
I-
We already
thank
did
you.
that part.
I know. I'm setting the scene. So, Wilbur, guys, I'm like running like 50 things right now. Just give me a second. Yes, she says, hello, Wilbur. You go from there.
Riley, we have a big problem.
Okay. How can I help?
Okay. So, Broomhilda hasn't been able to contact you yet. Like you asked me to tell her to contact you. I'm sorry because Marvin is destroyed and I can hear myself. I can hear myself.
She's echoing.
Did it just turn on all of a sudden?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So Marvin's destroyed. He's crumbled to the ground, so that's why she hasn't been able to contact you. So I don't know what happened. Some weird electrical energy like radiated off of her and onto me, and I almost died. It was really terrifying, and I was really scared, and Broomhilda tried to save me, but she really kind of struggled, and Eldrin had to step in, and then that's when Marvin went crumbling to the ground, and Broomhilda almost died, but didn't thanks to Eldrin. So anyways, so she's really upset about that whole situation, but there's worse news than that, Riley. And the news has to be broken to her gently, and I don't know if we can do it, and I think I need your help for it. But Guar has that invisible friend, Celeste, that he talks to, and Celeste told Guar that the Celestials are aware that Broomhilda is actually the daughter of Tull, and they have agreed to allow us mere mortals to handle Tull as we see fit, but they're coming for Broomhilda in 3 months to collect her, unless she becomes a big problem before then, which, you know, we all know Broomhilda and that could happen. And if she like brings too much attention to herself, if she breaks the rules, they're gonna come and collect her sooner. And I don't really know what collect means, Riley, but I have a feeling that that means that they're going to take her and kill her. And I can't keep this from her anymore, Riley. I can't look her in the eye and keep this for her and withhold this information, and I just need your help. Can you please tell her, because I think she's going to lose her mind when she hears this, and I don't know how to keep her calm and break this news to her.
Did Wilbur say that without breathing?
Yeah.
Okay. What? Sorry, I'm not entirely surprised by this meeting, but you are talking in my dreams, and you just said a lot. Can you start from the beginning?
Well, let me just tell you the most important thing. The Celestials know that Tall is Broomhilda's father, and they're going to come collect her in 3 months, unless she misbehaves before then, which is very likely, and she doesn't know this information yet, and I
Okay,
don't know
okay,
how
okay,
to
okay,
tell
okay.
her.
Stop. What do you mean collect her?
I don't know. They just said they're going to collect her, and I assume that they mean they're going to come get her and kill her.
Okay. And you want me to tell her?
I feel like you're the best person to, because she has to stay calm when she finds this out, and I don't know how to keep her calm, and I think you're the only one that does. You're the only person that she really trusts. I can't keep this from her anymore, Riley. You can't do it.
First off, as long as I have breath, that's not going to happen. But it's good that you told me. You worry about keeping Broomhilda safe and keeping this world safe.
Are you suggesting I just don't tell her?
I'm not suggesting for you to lie, but I'm going to leave it in your hands. Like I said, that's not going to happen. So why worry her? But I can understand that this is a lot. So I leave that up to you. But it sounds like whatever power her father has
Don't call him that.
whatever power Tall has started to bleed into her. I don't know what magic this is, so I don't know if it can be contained or controlled. There's certain magic in this world that is designed to be wild.
I just don't get it. Why all of a sudden? It was like fine 1 minute, and then the next minute she walks past me and I start losing fur right here. And then I nearly died.
I don't know.
And she looked so angelic, and I...
Why are you telling me this?
I don't know what to do, Riley. I don't want to keep this from her, but I don't know how to tell her without her losing her mind. And if she lashes out, they're going to come for her sooner.
Sounds like you have a decision to make. But given the circumstances, maybe you'll know if and when the time is right.
If she finds out that I knew and I didn't tell her, she'll never forgive me. I don't know if Broomhilda considers me a close friend, but I consider her one of my close friends, and I think I may be one of the only people in our little group that she actually trusts and, I don't know, enjoys talking to. I don't know. I can't.
Wilbur, when you were given consciousness, that was a long process. I can't pretend to know everything about our friend, but I do know that she probably spent more time with you than you know.
Is that supposed to make me feel better, or does it make me feel better?
Just giving you, you're wondering if how close she regards you. I think pretty close. I do know Riley well enough to know that if I am the one that tells her...
You mean Broomhilda?
I'm sorry. That's me. I'm Riley. I just like hearing my name sometimes. I know Broomhilda well enough to know that if I was the one that told her, she would know that I was not the first to know. And I think it would have similar effects to what you're worried about.
And if she knows that I know, she's going to know that I wasn't the first to know, and then she's going to be mad at Guar.
I am deep in REM sleep right now, so I do not know how to unpack that. Trust yourself, Wilbur. But I think this should come from one of you. Or you can wait. You have a good reason to.
I don't know if she'll see it that way, but okay.
She loves you. In her way. Have a little faith.
Thank you for talking to me. I hope that I get to talk to you again and she doesn't, like, incinerate me or something, so...
Well, if she does, she'll have a stern talking to by me.
In Wilbur's head, he thinks, that's it, but okay.
What a punishment.
Wow. I feel very regarded right now.
Well, it's not like I won't have a lot of work to do. So, thank you for letting me know.
Right. I'm sorry to disturb your REM sleep. I don't really know what that means, but I'm sorry that I disturbed it. I still
It's a
don't
manner
know
of
how
speaking.
this...
I actually more sit in a meditative sort of state, so it works the same way, but
I don't even know how what I'm doing right now works. I just found out that I could do this. So.
maybe it's the growth.
Oh, maybe. It's weird how much I don't know about the place I call home.
Brumhilda has spent a lot of time here, so judging from that, it most likely has a taste of the magic that we're in question of.
Oh. That's fair. I'd like to talk to her about it sometime, but I don't even know if I can be close to her.
But just you'll figure it out.
You have an awful lot of trust in me. And I have a awful little bit of knowledge about anything.
You weren't made for you weren't designed for something that was revolving around your intelligence.
It's a very nice way of putting that. Thank you.
I was saying for creatures in your state, wisdom is a better source. I'd rely on that.
Okay. Is there any news about the wombats?
Not yet. But I'm working on it.
And my family is okay?
Yes?
Okay.
I know Wilma misses you. In her way.
It's interesting. You think that knowing Wilma, that Broomhilda had spent more time with her.
No. That would not be the case.
Maybe that's why I like Broomhilda so much. She reminds me of Bulma.
Interesting.
Anyways, I'll let you keep resting.
Thank you. You're welcome here anytime. You know that, right?
I know that. I know.
You have
Thank
a
you.
job to do.
Thank you, Riley.
You're welcome. Go into your job, and I will make sure at the end of it, whoever is collecting our friend reconsiders.
Okay, I trust you.
Roll me an insight check.
20, not natural.
Okay. When she's saying that, she is seemingly confident in a way that gives you a perspective that that she might not be relying on just herself for this. And I would also say with that 20, you feel like you could press if you wanted to.
Riley? If I may ask, what would your plan be exactly?
Let's just say I have friends too.
I mean, like a lot of friends? Anyone I know?
None that would call this plane home.
Cool.
The Feywild, Wilbur. I'm from the Feywild.
Yep, cool. I don't really know.
You knew that, right?
Yes, but I don't really know a whole lot about them, so.
Okay. Well.
Sorry to ask this, but have you heard anything of Cerilius?
Except she just nods. She just shakes her head.
Damn. Okay. Alright. I trust you, Riley. I'm just really scared.
sometimes that's useful. Having something if you're being scared means you have something that you are worried of losing. My friends won't understand that. But they'll understand chaos.
That's interesting.
So I'm gonna assume that I can back up and this spell will end, right?
I think, yeah, I'm just gonna walk this way.
Okay. Sure. Goodbye. You turn and walk towards the white, and you fall into nothingness as you continue your sleep. Okay. For the rest of you, as you are helping Brimhilda collect her belongings and trying to kind of like parcel them to the side, we'll say at a certain point, we'll say after an hour, obviously the annoying guards will disappear.
Before they disappear,
Cool.
I want to make sure I make clear with the one that's still aware to because two of the guards are going back home, and so their families are gonna be. It's not going to be great for about 30 minutes. So I want to make it clear to him that he needs to, as soon as he gets there, alert whomever needs to know that they're going to be fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. And then I also
Who are you alerting for that?
like alert their families. Like just tell them like everything's fine. Just let them be for a few minutes.
Tell me how you're getting
No,
there.
I'm not alerting anyone. I'm asking the guy to. The guard
What
that's
guy?
awake. There's 5 of them. 4 of them are frozen. 1 isn't.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, the hard part about that is that they're all going to disappear into their wherever they were.
I know. I understand. But Eldrin's doing whatever she can.
So you're wanting to give more work to the person that is watching everything in leaving whatever post he's at.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay.
Eldrin doesn't understand all of this stuff. So yeah, she's like, and she says, you said that they, that we'll make sure everything's okay. So I just want to make sure, everyone's aware that everything's. I could post a note. Actually, no. How about this? I just post a note to these frozen people, and that way their family will know that everything's fine.
So you give this note to a guard.
No, I say, and I'm realizing that he's not sure what to do. I'm like, should I tape a note to their frozen bodies?
Right.
So that when they show up, their families will know that everything's fine.
Asking this guard, who has never had any experience like this whatsoever, sure, if it pleases the highness to do so.
No, not everything has to please me. I'm trying to bounce some ideas off of you.
That's
And
problems.
Eldrin goes, "We're in this together." So
Guar goes, yes, it does have to please you.
So let's
You
figure
say
this
we're in
out.
this together to a guard miles below your station.
Yeah.
You just see a blank expression. Just a, sure, absolutely, princess.
Okay. All right. Brumhilda, where's Venris's body? You can bring things back with you, right? I look at the guard. Can you?
I believe so. Yes, I
Okay.
think.
Brumhilda, where's Venris's body?
Oh,
Because I mean, we could
yeah.
get that done with now. Get it out
Yeah,
of here.
no, that works. That works.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just, yeah.
Right. Then, well, we gotta find it. It's a
Okay. You said it
It's
was
a
on
small-
ice or something like that.
well, yeah, but I also ended up I put him. We're looking for. Looks at everybody at this point. All right, we're looking for a small black box about this big, with a little latch on it. That has.
That is much
Extremely
different
important.
than I thought it would be. Okay. Yeah. Let's look.
Well, I was moving around from a lot of different places. Yeah. Yeah. Well, look. I need investigation checks from everybody. That is here.
Oh, why is investigation so bad for me? What it's called. What'd you get, Mike?
Nat 20.
Thank God.
Four.
20.
That's not gonna cut it, unfortunately.
Shit.
Oh, damn it.
But it's a nat 20, though.
21.
I mean, I got a nat one. And I'm not going to reroll it because I think it's hilarious.
So we average out the 10. It's good.
So what's funny is that for Brumhilda, who would be able to find this with advantage,
Sure.
she rolled a 3 and a 7.
Oh my god.
Okay.
And though it's
Eldrin,
high,
yeah, Eldrin finds
Yeah, it's
the
not that high.
worst, like the wrong box, and she's like, "I got it. Here it is. This is it."
you don't even wait to like have Brumhilda look at it. Incredible, incredible. Oh, okay. What? No, can I see that? And you put it in his hands. Okay. Great. What do I do?
Oh God, I forgot to put the notes on them.
Yeah, you see them all. It's good.
But that wasn't a black. That was purple.
Could you describe that? Could you describe that box?
Oh, I don't. It looked black. Was it just a really like deep inky purple
And then-
bar?
Nighttime. A lot of things look black. Just
Well,
We were on a time crunch.
I hope whatever he did get doesn't freeze him too.
well, that's probably the right one. That's fine. Okay, let's continue sorting this. Sorting. I can't find the accent gang. Sorting this stuff out.
Grimhilda's had a rough day. It's all right.
She's had a rough day. She fully lost her accent. She's so. I rolled a nat 20 on finding everything else, which is
Okay.
good.
Oh, awesome! Love it.
So throughout the evening, actually,
so
it's
she
funny.
find Venris's
She absolutely
body?
does.
Yeah,
She absolutely
okay.
does. Yeah. So the funny part about this is that as you guys are sorting things out, she kind of like pushes over a bunch of like bundles and goes, "Oh, okay, shit."
Where? I don't want to step in it.
So this is. I would message your father if you could to not open whatever box.
Noros, I need your bracelet.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Here you
I guess I should probably message the guard. Did anyone catch his name first?
Did you
It's
ask
fine.
what his name was?
go. Everybody looks at each other.
No, it's fine. I don't need a name. So I reach out to this guard.
It would be
First,
kind
and
of
I say-
important right now.
I say,
I just want her to go, you guys, we're all in this together. Like, help me.
so
And then you're like, hey, man.
Hey, Elder says, hey, it's Eldred. I gave you a box, and I need to know where you brought it because it's dangerous. Thank you for your service.
Best.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I'll pull up sending real quick.
They're really gonna.
I
There's
like
no
that.
way this isn't gonna get around of what Eldrin has done.
I love that flustered Eldrin messages the same way Guar does.
Yeah, no, Eldrin is so flustered right now. She doesn't know what to do.
Hey,
She has
it's
embarrassed
Eldrin.
herself so much in front of these warriors.
So
Oh.
totally incredible. So the spell says you send a short message of 25 words or less to a creature with which you are familiar. So in a way, you are familiar with.
Yeah, I talked with him.
So it does reach him.
Not all Titans look the same, Joe. Okay.
I'm very aware. Sorry. Response back. Shut up. I'm talking to the understood, princess. I will not open this box. Was that okay? So anyways, what a fucking mess. And it cuts off.
So Eldrin says to Broomhilda, well, he still has it, and he says he won't open it. Do I need to do anything else? Do you need this back? What is it? What does it do?
I don't remember.
Okay. Okay.
I collect a lot of things, as you've seen. So I did know that you're. Oh, we who has the does she have the black box?
She has the black box, yeah.
Cool. Awesome. She takes it. Okay. All right. Can you do me a favor? Can you just make sure that that Wilbur doesn't wake up in the next 2 to 3 minutes?
I mean, yeah. I look through the window and see that Wilbur is sound asleep.
Yep. Full on. Just.
And I say, yeah, there's no waking him up. He's fine.
Okay. Great. Okay. And
He's dead. There's no waking him.
just I killed it.
I did what you asked.
Okay. Great. Okay. Awesome. I'll be right back. Guar, can you?
Is this something should I reach back?
No,
out to
it's
this
fine.
guy?
You just keep working on the pile that you
Okay,
have.
can we just I royally, and which is hilariously saying that since I am royalty, royally messed up, and you're being way too nice to me about this.
Not what? Okay.
This dynamic is
sorry.
weird to me.
At this
Royally.
Let's roll
This
my
is
eyes, Guar.
I don't want to explain this, but truly every second counts. So can we
Oh,
table that
God.
for a second? And Guar,
Are you? I'll come with you if you promise not to turn me into any insects.
Did you
or
not
I'm not
just
going to
hear
turn you.
her?
I'm not going to turn you into any. Guar,
Yeah.
please.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Just kind of like brings you off to the side. So we're in this like nighttime, dark woods area. She kind of like brings you over to the side, kind of like grabs your arm and like brings you over.
Don't
Okay,
bend my
all
armor
right.
again.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
What?
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 You bent my. That's fine.
Okay. So. Mm, Patch is in here.
That's where he is.
Patch is in here, and that's and he's for sure alive. But I forgot to take him out. And in this pocket dimension, time works a little differently. So I'm going to go get him. And I'm going to bring him out. And you have to try to convince everyone else that that's how he normally acts or looks. Please?
How bad is it?
Well, every second is 1 or 2 days, give or take.
So he's dust?
No. I'm sorry. I don't really have the time to explain this. Just, he's gonna be alive. I made sure of that. I was paying attention to other things at the time. I'm already in the shit as it is. So,
wait, is there more over here? What?
Don't open any boxes until I get back.
Oh, I've been possessed enough. Thank you very much.
Okay, great, awesome. Okay, I'll see you in a minute.
Okay, bye. What? I really don't want to step in any shit.
Comes back out. You see Brimhilda. Okay, so here's Patch. You give me an animal handling check on Patch.
Okay, it's not gonna be good. Okay, that's a 17. Okay, I'll take it.
17. Guar, if you would, imagine that you are a creature of an intelligence of like maybe a 4.
Got it.
And you don't need to eat or sleep. You don't necessarily age, but you exist well beyond the realms of life that you're supposed to have. You're able to move around. You're able to be aware of your surroundings, and that's about it. When you look at Patch, who has small chunks of hair missing from his body,
No.
from just the stress of existing.
He's got the weight of the world on his shoulders.
His eyes, like for a Packle, like their irises are so big, you're not really supposed to see the whites of their eyes, right? The way that they're like, you can see the white of his eyes. They are just like this, just 1,000-mile stare. Both perceiving and not perceiving you, I think, at the same time.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Patch is supposed to be like what, a few months old, like.
Mm-hmm.
And now
Yeah.
he's like, he contains multitudes now.
I warned Wilbur. I told him not to get a pet. Told him.
So let's see. We'll do math here. How many seconds? We'll just say it's a week.
Oh boy.
Oh God. I mean, yeah, it has been a week. It's been since the wedding.
So 604,000 days. 604,800 days.
Divided by 365.
Yeah, divided by 365. Let's do the math here.
This is amazing.
He is over 1,650 years old.
Oh God, he comes back and he just looks at us and goes, "Kill me." Kill me.
Yeah, you can't hear him, and thankfully, no one can hear him. Like his intelligence is truly a 4 because I don't think you can even
speak with animals.
Yeah, but you see just a.
I am one with the universe.
Jesus Christ.
I am here and everywhere.
You see him open his mouth, and you recognize that there's probably a good point in time, maybe, I don't know, 100 years, where he just didn't need to open his mouth. So he goes to like open, and you can hear like a tearing sound as there's like this.
Hey, Patch. Welcome back. Yeah, would you like some water? I hold up some grass. Would you like some grass? Here's some grass. Okay. It's okay. Shh. It's all right. You've been gone a long time, friend. Yeah, you need some water.
So he sounded like that, right? He always sounded like. Okay,
yeah.
Just play along. Just play along, please.
I will do my best. I'm promising nothing. I'm not a good liar.
Okay, we got him. Let's all go to bed. Let's all sleep, and anything that happens.
Yes, I am very tired. Let's all go to sleep.
Eldrin is pacing because this whole time they were gone, she's like, "Oh God, should I use that spell? Should I go home? And should I get Saren? Should I go home? I can come back tomorrow? I don't know what to do."
Don't, Eldrin, calm down. So Saren's Phoenix. I didn't want to interrupt, but
okay.
Saren's Phoenix quill, Phoenix feather quill. Jesus, it doesn't say anything about having to like know the person's name or anything. Would she be able to use that on the guards? Because it appears in front of them.
Right. God, you guys are destroying lives tonight.
Eldrin is just pacing. She has her hand like you've never seen her like she usually at least acts like she knows better than anyone, but she's been humbled. So humbled and embarrassed. So she's just like, I don't know. I didn't even get his name. I didn't even ask him his name this time.
Are we all back together at this point?
Yes.
Okay. I stride up to Eldrin and I just kind of like take her by the shoulders. Eldrin, you need rest. It's gonna be okay.
No, I need to know what bomb I sent with this poor guard.
I understand you sent the message, right?
Yeah, but now he's probably going to be even more curious about opening it up.
That is all you can do at this point, unless you want to send a message to your father. Do you want to send a message to your father?
Yeah, I think I think I should send him.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you still have the bracelet?
Yes.
Okay, send it now. What are you going to say? Before you send it, what are you going to say?
Well, Brumhilda, do you know what it is I sent back?
I'm going to move Patch into the temple. If you can Patch, just turn the...
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's fine. Look how fine he is, everyone.
Eldrin notices nothing. She's never paid attention to Patch that often. She's like, it's good to have you back, buddy. Anyway, what... God,
yeah, see, look how fine he is.
Wilbur really needs to train him. He's very disruptive.
Well, why do you think we left him back there before? It's fine.
Yeah. Anyway, Brunhilde, what did I What did I send? Like I said, it was like a purple box with a little filigree and.
I don't know. Just don't, just have them like literally pushing Patch, because Patch is like, there's probably a good, we'll say 200 years where Patch has decided I don't need to walk anymore. So Patch is now relearning how to walk. As so like, so Brumilde is literally trying to push Patch into the temple. I don't know. Just tell him not to open it, and I can get it later.
Don't you have like a levitation spell or something?
You really think I'm gonna cast magic right now?
God, that Packle is so lazy.
I mean,
Get in!
Everything you do is magical. Every little thing you do is magic.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to ask this warrior what his name is. And then
No, wait. Send a message to your father first.
No, if I know who it is, I can send him to my father and then tell my father that so-and-so is coming. Put this box in a very safe place where no one can open it until
That's
we can retrieve it.
assuming he doesn't open it before he gets there.
There's no way. No, he is. If his princess is telling him not to open something, I know I said that he might be a little curious. There's no way. After all the shit that he saw happen when he was with me, there's no way. I used that correctly, right?
Shit!
Saren, for the record, that would absolutely work. So please feel free to do so.
It would have been when they first disappeared. I don't have to do that.
Oh, you would have written like on them?
Not on them, but she just like writes, I guess in the air.
Okay.
And
all right,
just like says, minor spell mishap. They'll be fine in about 30 minutes. Don't worry about it.
Saren's doing a day on that. I love that.
What an amazing
It's not too late.
Incredible. So wherever they're appearing in their homes with their families, not only is there a block of ice, there's a thing that says this is fine.
Just like right in front of them, facing them, so they have to like go look over, like what the.
Right. Incredible.
Eldrin's gonna send to this guy again and be like, I need you to take the box to the castle if you're not already there.
Honey. Really, like full on in the middle of your message. Do we know where he is? I'm just saying, it's important.
I need you to take it to the castle. And I also need your name so that I can tell my father, the king, to, expect you. Don't open it.
There's a response. So yeah, I mean that's I can't. Shut up. To the to the castle. Right. Okay. I will do that immediately. Thank you, Princess, for trusting me with this humble task.
Did he respond?
Okay, so now I have to go to the fucking castle, and it cuts out.
And Elder says, "Well, I didn't get a name, but it's fine. Okay, hold on. All right. What I'm going to say to my father, Guar, is just that there was a minor mishap. He doesn't need to know what it was."
Do you want me to do it?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes, please.
What time is it? This is Noros.
I don't know. It's like
time for me to clean up Eldrin's mess. Is what the time it is.
Okay. Excuse me. It's a few hours past dinner, so
I'm just
I don't know what time.
Thinking about where your father is at this point.
I mean, he hasn't been sleeping lately, so
That's my...
Well, this very
Yep.
well could be the sweet spot. I mean, he's full enough from dinner, but not quite drunk enough to fall asleep.
Well, what do you say? My father is not getting drunk. He has a lot of things that he's having to deal with right now.
Exactly.
But it's also later, probably, in Honoria right now. So. Okay, yeah, Guar can handle this. Oh, no, actually. No, I'll just do it. I don't think my dad likes you as much anymore.
Wait, why?
Yeah.
Why doesn't he like me, Eldrin?
In an effort to make him realize that Noros is a great person. And
Your dad doesn't think I'm a great person?
No, he just doesn't know you. It's not that. It's not that.
Yeah,
He just was.
Eldrin,
He was
your
too.
dad doesn't think he's a good person, and now he thinks I'm a bad person?
No, it's because he's too buddy with you, and so I just let him know that I find it funny that he
I
can't.
fucking knew it. You see him walk off.
I
No,
walk
wait,
with
no.
him.
I
I
knew
walk
it.
with him. I walk with
Yeah.
him.
Oh.
It's just you and Saren. And Brumhilda, who walks up, goes, so...
I may have told. I feel like I told my dad that Guar's brother killed my brother.
Sure. No, yeah, of course. Normal day. So I have Fenris's body in here. So we could send that, or you could send that tomorrow, maybe.
Okay.
All
right. Well, I guess let me just attempt one more time before I fall asleep to clean up this mess.
Just, and you know, like at this point too, it's funny, Guar, you just mentioned now with like the idea of like you could probably cast a spell to be able to move Patch. Mm-hmm. Brumhilda has not, like, Brumhilda could probably use magic to easily sort this out. And Brumhilda has not.
Yeah. So Eldrin's gonna use the last thing on her bracelet.
Okay.
She's gonna really try hard on this one, and not be frazzled. But she's rolled 2 nat ones tonight, so she says, Father, this might sound odd. There is a soldier coming with a dark purple box that I need you to keep safe and not open. It could be dangerous. Please don't ask questions.
Honey, I'm trying to sleep. I know you have this sending that you can do at any point in time now, and we can have this great conversation, but I feel like, okay, so now you're not responding to me after you woke me up to be able to do this. Okay.
Honestly, that's on him for not listening.
Incredible.
Nothing more I can do.
Oh my god.
You see Brumhilda like moves one more, like tries to like kind of like set like a I think there's a moment where like, so like the war table is like cracked in half and she tries to like kind of like straighten it out, and like kind of like move it, like try to kind of like push it over and like kind of like lift it up to straighten it out, and then watches it just kind of fall back down into the ground. Yeah. Okay. We'll figure this out tomorrow, I think.
They're never gonna respect me. I'll never gain their respect back.
Come on. It's okay. Just come on. Walk into the temple that you made, right? This is good. This is good.
Yeah.
Puts an arm. Actually, there's no way she does that. She puts a hand like as outstretched as possible to there.
Well, at least I guess I got Guar and Noros to bond in their mutual anger towards me.
See? Always
Yep.
like to.
I'm gonna go to sleep next to Wilbur.
Cool. Yeah, maybe if Patch is nearby, maybe just opposite
What's
side.
your obsession with Patch right now? I mean, whatever.
You're right.
I mean,
You're right.
Wilbur's going to be thrilled that he's back.
I hope so.
Okay. Eldrin's gonna go in there, and then I feel like Eldrin trips over Patch because he's just not moving.
Yep, just standing there. Ah!
Patch, honestly, and I just walk over him. So now it's just Saren and Brunhilde.
Sarah, you see Gerard is like sniffing at Patch. Like at first Gerard was like, you know, like playful prey to Patch before. Now, like, you could tell Gerard could tell there's something wrong.
Saren just looks at Patch, looks at Broomhilda. What the fuck did you do? And then she just slowly, like, kind of puts her hand in front of Gerard and just backs him away. Like, just deal with this in the morning.
Cool. Milo joins you inside. There's a moment where I think Milo comes in the doorway, sees Patch, and is like, "Oh, this is gonna be." I'll try to move to the side. But Patch definitely sees werewolf Milo, and expecting a huge, like, terrified reaction. Just to.
Oh, hey, Patch. I think it's good to see you. I'm gonna go over here and
Eldrin's in the corner when she hears that. She's like, I told him that he needs to train this beast.
Full on shits at that moment. Also, Jesus, there's another factor.
He's never put.
What does that?
In so long.
What? Yeah.
It's just coming out. There's no.
I mean, we don't need to go in the deep.
Sphincter control anymore.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. I think that's what it is. I think it's what it is. It's just no, like, it's just no sphincter control at all.
This is a place of worship.
But also, whatever food exists in him has existed for what, 1,600 years, right?
100 years.
For 1,600 years. So I won't go into that, but, you know, viewers, you do the math. It's bad.
Did Gwar and Norris go off together?
Yeah, we're not even in the temple yet.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's right. I forgot. Yeah, I mean, if you want to roleplay that out, Norris just goes,
I would love that.
all right. I can't believe it. You know what? No, I can believe it. Of course. Why would, because, I'm not royalty, and I get that. But, like, you know what? And he turns to look at you like now, like, at a certain point, someone just decided to be royalty. You know that, right? At a certain point in time, someone said, I'm the king. And they fought someone else who wanted to be the king. And then that one of them lost and the other became king. That's how it was designed. Like, that's the fact that I can't even say that to her because she would lose her mind. I mean, but who's the... Oh. Okay.
That's rough, buddy. I'm sorry that happened. I've sensed a lot of tension between you and me, and I'm glad that we had this talk. Because you're right. I mean, the biggest and the strongest one day decided, yep, I'm in charge. And then people were just like, okay. And then it worked out. And then later on, as we evolved, I think probably it became like the smartest, the most cunning, or then whoever had the biggest army. And then, but you know what? In my very, very brief time with Corvos, the king of Honoria, he's a good guy. He loves his family. He wishes them well. He just wants everybody to be good. And he's dealt with a lot of loss. You know, he's dealt with a lot of loss and lost quite a few children. And you know, I've been imagining he's distracted, but I know if he gave you a chance, Noros, he'd see what I see. You know, a valiant warrior that's super courageous and, you know, almost beat me in single combat. And, you know, and I mean, obviously just adores his daughter. And I just want you to know that we all see that, and we are, I am beyond grateful that you're under my command.
Did he tell you to call you Corvus? To call him Corvus?
No, I just did that on my own. And he didn't correct me, so I think he was just distracted. He probably would have, I would have gotten, I mean, I was in the prison. I was in the prison for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the prison.
Mm-hmm.
They put me there. Eldrin signed off on it. So, I mean, did she ever put you in prison?
You gotta know someone exists to put them in prison.
Oh. Okay, as I've heard her talk about you and what you two do together, she knows you exist.
I know that. It's I have what matters.
Do you want me to tell Corvos what you two do together, or?
No.
I can
no, I
vouch for
don't.
you.
No, I don't want that. Definitely don't want that.
Okay.
It's fine. I have a father, and he eats seaweed and works the gardens.
And he does a hell of a job. I had a wonderful time in his home outside of the whole, you know, having visions and my patron leaving me and all that stuff. But other than that, it was great.
And he didn't seem particularly interested in you, so
not even a little
that's
bit.
Good. Yeah. There you go.
I feel the little carving he gave me in my pocket. Like,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he didn't pay attention to me at all.
Okay.
Listen, and can I say, speaking of fathers, I envy the relationship you have with yours. I used to have one like that.
Okay.
Well, it's hard to connect with someone who has become one of the generals in your mortal enemy's army.
Cool. I thought this was about me, but we can talk about you if you want.
I'm just trying to relate to you.
I'm with you, but I yeah, that sucks.
This wasn't a competition, Noros. I was giving you credit because you have a strong relationship with your father, and you know what? You're going to have a strong relationship with the King of Enoria. You will. He just needs to get to know you. It will take him 15 seconds to realize your character and the quality of a Triton you are. You can take that for what it's worth, and maybe that's not much to you, but I wouldn't blow smoke up your ass.
What?
It's a land expression. I wouldn't lie to you. I wouldn't say that to you just to make you feel better.
Why does one mean the other? What is blowing
honestly,
smoke up my ass?
That's an excellent question, and I'm not even quite that sure.
I don't even... You guys are like... Now you're kind of like walking back at this point.
Yeah.
I don't even... What? How would you get in that position to do that?
Your guess is as good as mine. I don't know. I've only ever seen smoke make people's eyes and faces hurt.
There's a slight pause, and then he goes, "Hey, I'm sorry, man. That must suck.
Oh.
To have and lost. That's gotta suck." So
Noros, as much more empathic as I believe you are than Eldrin, I don't expect any more than you are capable of giving, and I respect that you. I'm happy you're here, and you're a very powerful warrior, and you know what? Next time we see the King of Enoria, I'm gonna have you spar with him. You'll kick his ass. You will kick.
Oh,
his
I'm gonna
ass.
go full tilt. I am going full tilt.
May I watch?
Everyone's gonna see. Everyone's gonna see. Just you wait. And he's like, I'm gonna. You're walking like towards the doorway. I'm gonna make that fucking Triton wish he never. Hey, honey. As he walks through the doorway at this point.
Yep. I immediately step in the shit.
It's in the doorway. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It is.
Why didn't anybody warn me?
Wilbur,
just
roll
keeps
me a
coming
perception check.
It won't stop.
Oh. Perception. Oh boy. 12.
12. Cool. You're still sound asleep.
It weirdly doesn't smell bad. It's like I don't understand what's happening.
Okay.
Oh, it's
This is a
goopy.
conversation. All right.
Oh,
Are you
at least
still?
be made of grass.
Are you both mad at me?
What?
Oh, don't
No.
flatter yourself. Ugh.
No, we're fine.
Do you have any
We're
like cloth or holy robes I can use to wipe my boot off?
Yeah, and there's a bench over there. You can open it up.
I hop over. Thunk, 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 thunk. Ugh. All right, thank you.
Yeah,
Here you go.
I don't need it back. It will disappear with this place in the morning. Well, in the afternoon. I created this in the afternoon.
I just like toss it on top of the pile, just as a marker.
The pile outside?
The pile of shit in the doorway.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Love it. Cool.
All right.
And you all, I think at this point, take a much needed long rest. The next morning comes.
Saren's up first.
Saren is up first. As we see the sun rise, we know that Saren has already been up before then. Saren, what are you up to?
Honestly, I think Saren is going to wait in the temple for everyone else to wake up
Okay, you got it.
because she doesn't want to go out there. She doesn't know what's out there in those woods.
You got it. Cool. I'll say because it's let's see, so it's 4 hours, you're waking up. No. Yeah. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right. So we'll say for the most part, you guys pretty much just kind of wake up together.
I think Guar would wake up a little early. At
Okay.
least before Broomhilda does.
Sure. We'll roll for it because that's a hard thing to kind of determine.
Sure.
I rolled a nat 20. She is up.
Oh, okay. Well, Guar was gonna try to. Okay, fine. So.
Sorry, man.
Oh, it's okay. I can still do it. So when I wake up, I just say, "Are you all right? You sleep okay?"
Yeah.
Can I get you anything? Kill a dragon for you? Hill giant? Tarask? I'll do it. I might die, but I'll do it. Okay, not a Tarask, but anything else.
You going to walk with me?
Sure.
Watch out for the shit.
Oh, yeah, don't worry.
You notice at this point, you notice Patch is not laying down. you're fairly certain Patch has not moved. Eyes just still staring, kind of open. Okay, well, I can't deal with that this morning. That's and you guys walk out. Saren, you notice I'm walking out.
We'll be back, Saren.
So you guys are walking along. I don't know. I've lived for a time. And this is the first day, I think, ever, that I'm waking up and not knowing what to do.
Gwar takes a beat. And then takes a deep breath of like the morning air. Start with that. Go ahead, do it. Come on. What was that like?
I could smell elk shit about a mile that way.
Sure. But you can also smell the dew. And you can smell the evergreen trees. And I can smell some sort of flowers nearby. And earth. We're here. We're here in this moment. It's nice. And I'm with you. And honestly, if this isn't nice, I don't know what is.
I can stop and smell the flowers with you until the end of my days, when I know that I'm not going to lose control. I don't know what that was, Gwar. I know many things. I can tell you measurements and ingredients of every concoction, every potion I have ever made. I can tell you how fast the sun rises. I can tell you what it's like to see humans grow old. But I can't tell you how to save yourself from me.
That's because I don't want to be saved from you.
Then your hair will fall out. And
I'll wear a helmet.
That's not what I'm
I'm
being serious. I'm being serious. You always take things and you feel there's a moment where there is a wind that kind of like picks up seemingly out of nowhere, and she feels it too.
I take a step back.
You take a step back?
Mm-hmm. Just a little one. Like not a giant one, just a little.
You take a noticeable step back.
Yep. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Broomhilda, look at me, please. You are going through something that I cannot possibly comprehend. We had that experience in the Shadowfell. We just had that experience with Marvin. I can't possibly wrap my brain around what that's like for you. What I do know from leading all manner of people in war, whether it was for just or unjust causes, that if we're going to win this, we need to keep morale high. And in the middle of battle, when we're preparing for war, when we are sieging someone, when we are preparing for battle, or in the in-between times when we know we're facing something, I always make sure to sit in a quiet place like this and take it in and just be. Because if I'm going to engage in something violent, I need to remember what is beautiful. And I'm looking right at her when I say that.
Looking back at you. Beautiful things can get you killed too.
Yep. Broomhilda, I'm not going anywhere, neither are the rest of us. We want to help you as much as we can, but you have to let us. You have to trust us.
Okay, I know. I get it. You guys are stupid and stubborn. I've accepted that.
That we are. But not without just cause.
Sure. Just all the more reason that I need to figure this out.
And let us help you do it. You are the most powerful being I have ever met. And yes,
Second.
I've met Tall. I think you're more powerful.
That's not helpful right now, Guar.
Because I think that you could use that power for all kinds of reasons, and you choose to use it for what you use it for. I'm sorry if I'm overstepping my bounds. I just think you're great. And I'm sorry if that causes you discomfort or uneasiness. I'm a simple man. I like powerful women and bacon.
Sorry to disappoint on one of those things. Looking over at the pile that is Marvin.
You don't have any bacon?
I'm afraid to even rebuild him right now.
I'm sorry. I'm bringing so much levity, or at least trying to, in this conversation. I know that you're serious, and I'm taking you seriously. But if you could if I could speak from experience, one of the most powerful things you can do is forgive yourself.
Okay, I'll try.
I did it and it was great.
I can't believe I forgot about Patch.
That was really fucked up.
I 1,686 years. I did the math. That's
Oh, that's
it's not
horrendous.
funny. You see, she's smiling and she's saying it's not funny.
It's a little funny. Did you see the shit that came out of him?
I can't even. I'm not sure if he's going to be biologically okay.
Oh my goodness. Oh. You see, that's what I mean, though. You know that's something that we have to just roll with it. There's nothing else. There's nothing more we can do except go from here. And that's the beauty of being present, is that we can only take what is given to us and then we go from there. We can live in regret, we can live in self-loathing, we can live in shame, and believe me, I have. But it feels good. It feels good to enjoy the moment. It does.
Guar, you're looking at someone who is like the very definition of rigid in this moment, like just really kind of just stuck in that. And you see her just go, okay, I'll try. Yeah, I get it. And at this point, you guys are kind of like walking back a little bit of a circle there. And we'll say, actually, we could even say like you're kind of like walking around the piles.
Sure.
As you see Brumhilda, who has been lost in thought and lost in conversation with you, kind of comes a little bit back and goes, wasn't there a halberd here?
Oh, like that rusty one?
Guar, where are the weapons?
I thought they were with you.
All the weapons are gone. All the weapons are gone. Okay, that's that. Oh God. You see, she starts to kind of like push through piles of things that she's kind of set to one side, and you can see there's like containers of things that she's opening, and like just different random forms of like magic is coming out. At one point you see like a huge like lion paw like reaches out as she kind of shuts it. Goes, okay. So we got that one. Okay. And you see she's freaking out as you have left together, including her, all of her stuff outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Do you alert anyone? I think at this point you also recognize like, cool, she's freaking out. She's going to be very emotional. Maybe take a step back. But do you like alert anyone else as you go?
Yeah, I'll be like, I'm going to go let everybody know what's going on. I'll be right
back. Okay.
I open the door like up against the back of the door like, okay, so the weapons are gone.
What?
Aldrin's in the middle of a ritual to commune, so she doesn't hear him.
What?
There's the weapons. We left the weapons outside, and now they're gone. I mean, they were all old, rusty weapons, but I'm guessing that's just what they looked like. I'm kind of worried that they're like really powerful or something.
Okay.
But
okay. All right. Let me just find my pants.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just saying we should be on guard. Okay. So, Patch didn't eat them, did he? No, he didn't. Okay, so
Wilbur, you wake up.
Patch? Wilbur's gonna like slowly get to
Not
his
facing
feet.
you, facing away from you.
Does he have a ribbon on still?
He does have a ribbon on.
can Midjourney create this?
Kayla, it's all you.
Patch, is that Patch? And Wilbur's gonna like kind of start like briskly walking towards Patch.
You see Patch. Not staring at you. You like try to like kind of like make eye contact, like put your body in front, and you feel like he's like staring through you.
Wilbur, I think Wilbur would definitely notice his eyes and how he's just like no one's home, like just existing.
Roll me
He's
an
fine.
animal handling check.
He's fine. Look how fine he is.
No, I like 15.
Okay, 15's enough to definitely recognize Patch is not
Fine.
is not okay. Yeah.
So Wilbur's just going to like, oh, Patch. Just like kind of pet Patch on his little head. Oh, oh, Patch, I'm so glad that you're back.
Turns to you, but keeps the eyes open. So this is very like scary, like just.
Oh my god.
Yeah, hi, buddy. Wilbur's going to give him a very loose hug. Because in this moment, Wilbur 100% knows that he is being judged for forgetting about Patch.
You feel, you hear that same sort of sound, and you feel something wet on you as you hug.
Oh, God. What is it?
He barfed on you.
Oh, God. See how excited Patch is to see me, everyone? Like,
you turn and look as everybody sees Patch fully licking up the vomit that he's.
You look at Eldrin's at like the altar, like just in front of everyone, and there's like glowing from her as she's communing with her god.
Yes, I love it.
Completely
Full on from the
rude.
pulpit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Love
this
it.
Packle has desecrated the shit, no pun intended, out of this temple.
oh,
Okay, this doesn't change the fact that all the weapons are missing, and
weapons?
yeah, all the weapons are missing from outside because we didn't bring them into the temple, and Broomhilda's kind of freaking out. So yes, Patch, it's very disturbing. So yeah, I think what do we need to do here? We need to help calm her down, but we also don't want to get too close because who knows what could happen. Wilbur, you're definitely not getting any closer to her.
Okay.
So, ready yourselves. We don't know if we're going to get ambushed by whoever stole the weapons. But maintain your distance. I'm going to go back out there and see if I can help her chill out.
Cool. Give me one quick thing. Actually, we'll say as you go back out, we'll take this moment to say, as you walk out, you see the light kind of like pour in for everybody. Eldrin, as you kind of like just finish your commune right then and there, and just like kind of like looking around, like what happened. And with that, we'll take our 10-minute break. So we'll see you guys in 10 minutes. All right. So, I'll say just for simplicity's sake, Eldrin, you get caught up. I think maybe from Saren. I don't know. Um, and Guar, you go outside, and I'll say you hear because there's like open windows, right? Okay, it's gone. It's gone. This is bad. This is bad. Where? What? Who?
What's gone?
I something that no one should have.
Well, maybe it should have been brought into the temple, like I said.
Sure. Yep. Okay. Yep. That's on me.
I'm
Was
not
it a
saying it's on
weapon or
you.
something else?
Well, I guess it is. There's no way I could have known that.
It could be. So there's a book that shouldn't exist.
Okay, well, I haven't finished preparing for the day, so I can finish my prayers and then ask Persona to help me locate it if it's within 1,000 feet, and at least get a direction.
Yeah.
Would that
Okay.
be helpful?
All right. Great.
Okay.
Brumhilda, you look
Eldrin
like
just
Patrick
sits
now.
right there and starts praying.
Yep.
I'm gonna finish preparing my spells, so you all
Uh,
can speak amongst yourselves.
Brumhilda, you look like Patch right now.
Guar, come here.
Oh, okay. You're not going to turn me into a spider. Okay. Yep. Hi.
Not the time. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, okay. I'm going to try to explain this to you like you're 10. Okay.
Hey.
So there's certain spells that they're wizards and mages millions, thousands of years a time ago had figured out, and they're long gone. And but at a certain point, there was a wizard who was smart enough to recognize that anyone who may have made those spells would have recorded them in some point, and they asked a genie at some point. This was a long time ago. They asked a genie at one point to be able to have a book with these spells that are forbidden and should never be used. And so it's called a book that the book that shouldn't exist, and it's not here.
Fuck.
Yeah. And I'm trying to be calm, right?
I mean, can the average person understand it?
I mean, it's in a very ancient dialect.
Okay.
It takes some getting.
Is it instantly recognizable?
I could recognize it. Yeah. Yep.
But could the common thief recognize it for what it is? Or they just say, this is an old book.
Like I said, the book shouldn't exist. So it says that right on the cover. Granted, in that language, but it is not. And it's something that if there's someone who, for example, can read any language, would be able to read that very easily and be able to do, spells that would warp reality itself.
Fuck.
Right. Or pull out some sort of ethereal devourer from another plane that could. There's so much that could happen. We need to find this book. Does anybody know? No one. We didn't keep watch. That's right.
We did. Well, we didn't. We said it last week that we were going to be keeping watch. I don't know if you remember, Joe.
You didn't, though. I mean, there's.
Well, because you said that we went to sleep, but we had set up that Guar was going to go first.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll have to play with what this session is. Unfortunately,
Okay.
Yep. So if you had reminded me before then, but yeah, we're in it now.
Okay. Eldrin says, "Can you please explain what the book looks like to me?"
It is in. It is a brown tome.
I need as
It
much
is.
detail as possible.
She gives you all the details.
Okay. Well, I can see if it's within 1,000 feet of us. I don't know how much this will help, but I can start walking towards. I mean, first of all, let's investigate the area. I look at Saren as I say this because Elder knows she's not good at it. Let's investigate the area, see if there's any
Yeah.
footprints,
Uh,
anywhere that we can.
Saren looks
Milo.
at. Oh,
Yeah, looks at
I was gonna
Milo.
say, yeah.
Milo kind of puts a furry paw up. He's still a werewolf. Yeah. So I might have an idea.
Okay.
So I met this friend who I don't know. He called himself the Collector. And he did think that.
He said his name.
Now that I'm thinking about it, he did think that we were his. I said there's a certain point where, long story short, there's a certain point where we were talking about like maybe going hunting together, and then he seemed to think hunting was going through Marvin, what's left of him. And then I said, no, I didn't want to do that. And then he left. So,
Okay. So I'm just going to say, I think the first thing is we need to have a more reactionary approach where we figure out and solve this issue. But afterwards, I think we need to have a bigger conversation where all of us come together and we discuss what went wrong in this situation and what went right, and then move on from there. And myself included, I did some wrong things yesterday. But it's the only way we're going to get better. So, but
You mean a
first,
debrief?
yes, thank you, Wilbur. Debrief. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I called it yesterday. Yep.
We can start now.
Oh, well, I mean, we should probably first find this book. Okay. Eldrin cast locate object.
okay.
It says it has to be an object that's familiar to you, so I don't know if her describing it to me in great detail.
I think I will allow it in the purposes of like, if there are two people in this campaign that would be more attentive to detail, it's Eldrin and Brumhilda. So in that regard, I think that does happen to work, right? So
Okay.
like Brumhilda's explaining to you, like, okay, so it's like 50.8356 pounds.
Okay.
It's
And Eldrin's saying, as she's saying, Eldrin's like, I can picture it perfectly. Okay. All right.
so 5,283 pages.
So, and then Eldrin goes, so yeah, that the weight makes sense.
Yeah, there was one ritual spell that I did see that it takes 100 years to cast. So
That's just ridiculous.
sure, that's why I mean I didn't. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So then and the binding is burnt black.
Okay. Well, if it's near, I'll be able to tell. Eldrin's going to start walking towards the woods because that's what Milo said, like,
Cool.
this collector was, so she can be as close to where she thinks it might have gone, and is going to cast locate object and start. And hopefully, as long as it's within 1,000 feet of me, I'll know the direction of its movement, even if it's in movement.
Cool. You got it.
Milo, you need to stop making so many acquaintances.
I was hunting. Sorry.
Or at least introduce us to them so we can know them as well.
You guys seem kind of busy at the time. Also, he was kind of skittish. Eldrin, you did not pick up anything yet.
Okay. I point towards the woods where I'm walking. I say, Milo, this way? This is the way that he came from? Got 10 minutes, buddy. Only 10 minutes of this. You need to
Yeah, I
be
know.
more
I'm
clear.
thinking. Milo is going to give you advantage, Saren, on your survival check to try to find anything. Assuming that's what you want to do.
Yeah, she was also gonna ask him, can you use Eldrin or Norris's bracelet to contact the collector guy.
Yeah, I don't think he would like that. Maybe. I don't know. Possibly.
Well, we don't like that he took our stuff, if that is in fact what happened.
Yeah, I could try to talk to him.
That's not collecting, that's stealing.
I only have 9 minutes, guys. Let's come on.
You don't snap at me.
25.
25. Nice. Cool. Yeah. You see there you start from the area where you see Milo's footprints touch down to the ground when you saw whatever he was attached to when he let go. So that's where you are on that. You do notice with the 25, you notice that there's these tiny, like, whatever's at first you're like looking at it like this thing must have small feet, but then you recognize that there's a lot of them, and then you actually notice pretty clear wheel well markers where the creature has turned around and went forward, and you recognize the direction.
Whatever it is, I think went this way.
Eldrin will
Milo, why are
way.
its feet so tiny, and why are there so many?
I didn't really ask like pronouns wise, but yeah, I imagine it is. Yeah.
As I'm walking off by myself and they're having this conversation, no, it's fine. I'll just go into the woods by myself.
I'm going. We're going with you. Wilbur, are you coming? Cool. So you guys are leaving Patch alone in the temple?
Nope, I'm gonna try to drag Patch along.
You got it. Cool. Give me an animal handling check with disadvantage.
Because you left him for 1,600 years.
Forget about the poor thing for a week, and he's gone for 1,600 years.
Mm-hmm.
14.
14. Cool. With a 14, tell me how you convince Patch to come with you.
I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of convincing, but Wilbur probably would just cast like Mage Hand to help pull Patch along.
Okay.
Just be like, "Come on,
Patch.
Patch.
Patch is heavier than a Mage Hand.
Okay, let's go. We're gonna go now."
Ah.
It's your old. It's Wilbur.
Ah.
We're gonna go on a little adventure.
Ah.
I'm not sure why you're just making those noises at me. Come on, Patch. Let's go. And then Wilbur's gonna like the little like fake run, like, let's go.
You got it. As you do so, I think Patch looks, he moved his head in your direction. So he like looks at you and seems to recognize you, and you're now leaving him again.
No, come on. I'm not going. Like, I'll run back to him. I'll run back to him like, no, we're gonna go together. Come on, you wanna race?
And just like starts to kind of follow you, just because like there's if he had hands, he would reach up and grab you by the collar, like, don't you dare leave me again. That's what you're getting from this, as Patch is consistently knocking into your back with how close he's following you.
It's fine. Yep, whatever works.
Cool. So Saren, with that 25, I will say roll me a D4.
Am I feeling anything yet?
That's what D4 is for.
Oh, okay.
3.
3. Cool. After 3 hours, of which Milo does not explain to you what, because I mean, that's on point, right? Doesn't explain to you what, he seemed to be, kind of like a quirky guy, seems like someone who probably keeps to himself a lot. So, but yeah, I don't know. Any luck?
After 10
Three-
minutes before the 3 hours, like 10 minutes into this 3 hours, Eldrin was like, well, that was a waste of time. This is great.
You do still have the track though, so which is good.
Yeah, no, I know. Eldrin's just frustrated.
Yep. So after 3 hours, you come to a rather large looking tree, and you see that the pathway is stopped. Saren.
Oh, where'd you think he went, Milo? Like,
Oh,
Is
I
this
don't
thing-
know. Wait, were you guys following me?
well, no.
Oh,
But-
Milo.
Ugh.
Do you think he can climb trees? The
Milo,
path is gone.
Oh,
What's his name? Milo knows his name. He got it. It was like Magpie, right?
yeah,
Maybe
his
you
name's
told us.
Magpie.
Okay.
Their name's Magpie.
Okay.
Seems harmless.
Magpie, we're not here to hurt you, wherever you are.
Why would you start with that?
Well, because Milo said he was skittish.
You said he's a traitor? You said he's a traitor, Milo? They're a traitor?
A collector.
Collector?
Yeah.
Okay, so where
He gave me this orb.
What?
What is that?
Does it look like something Eldrin would recognize? Because Eldrin can scry. She just doesn't have the orb or anything to do it with.
I think
or-
so because of
Okay.
like the idea of like what it is, but
Yeah.
Broomhilda definitely goes, "Oh, okay."
What is it?
I don't know, but I think everybody should probably have their weapons out.
Well, no, if this thing is skittish, if this person is skittish, like I feel like
That's an extremely powerful magical item.
What is it?
What did you trade for that?
Milo just goes, "Oh, I don't really want to talk about it. It wasn't, it was sentimental.
Now's not the
Sort
time
of.
for secrets, Milo.
Well, what was it?
I think it was an even trade.
What, so you're not gonna?
It was something Duchess gave me.
You traded one of those rare?
I'm going to let Jamie handle that.
Yeah. Eldrin is like, "Are you kidding me?"
Okay, let me try something. Magpie, I have some interesting valuables to trade.
He's not talking about you, Patch. It's okay.
Oh. You, all of you hear a sound behind you. You hear the rolling sound of a wagon. You hear this like chittering, and it's behind you, but you don't see anything.
Or
What do
don't
you-
you have that thing where you can see invisible stuff?
I get in front of everyone. Stand back, everyone.
Broomhilda gets in front of you and goes, "You don't know what you're looking at." And you see her like kind of pull out this like weird sort of something that actually you guys have never really seen before. This like obsidian looking dagger. Okay. That's
cool.
that's far enough. And then you see Broomhilda go completely unconscious.
What? Show yourself, coward!
What the?
Whoa. This is Milo. Whoa. It's okay.
It's okay. She's unconscious.
Magpie, let the spell go, buddy.
Show yourself or I will find you.
And all of a
your
sudden,
energy is not helping.
Guar, from where you're, can you mute? Guar, from where you're standing, you're talking forward, I imagine.
Yeah.
And this
From wherever the direction of the sound came from. Yeah.
Right, yeah. And this thing immediately appears very close before you, which forces you to look up. As you see this spider being, 4 glowing eyes, and this, you see the little kind of chittering sort of sound coming in, and you see this massive red sack behind it. And you see it just kind of looking down at you, naturally intimidating.
Ah! But war cry screaming, and I'm about to attack.
Yeah. There's a moment where you yell that, Magpie yells that, and of course Patch yells, and that.
Yes.
I would say, Milo's going to try to get in the middle, but if you think that Guar, you would attack, go for it.
I think I would probably try to intimidate first, just to be because Milo said he was a friend.
Yeah.
So, I think he would just be just war crying and screaming first.
Okay.
And readying.
Cool. Give me a dexterity saving throw, I think.
Okay. Dex save. That is that's a 14.
Cool. Great. We'll say stylistically you yell, and all of a sudden your head and most of your body, you get kind of blown back from this for a moment as you are full cast into a web. I think you just kind of fall right to the ground on that, as you feel yourself immediately becoming restrained by it.
Okay.
Milo, what kind of friend is this?
Is it speaking?
I don't know. Milo, what did it say? What did he say?
I only somewhat knew most of our conversation that we're having. Chad.
Great.
Trade?
Chad.
How about you whatever you did to him?
He yelled at me.
I'm starting to
Okay.
crackle with my Eldritch Blast.
Guar, I need you to calm down.
Yeah, Guar, why did you yell at him?
Because he was in my face and was gigantic and scary.
You're gigantic and scary to a lot of people, and we don't yell in your face all the time.
That's because I'm nice to you, and I don't sneak up on you.
Okay. Nope, that's on me. Yep.
I understand what's going on. You're terrifying and grotesque to look at to most people. Except to Magpie.
The matter of fact gets responded in kind of, yep, I know.
Yes. So you took us off guard. We were caught off guard. We didn't even know you could speak. Our friend Milo here, who I'm assuming is also your friend, did not explain things to us.
Are we friends? Yeah, dude, we're friends. Yeah,
friends with everyone. It's not really a compliment.
Oh, cool.
Anyway, so it might actually be better to keep her asleep for now. I don't want to have to explain everything to her. But could you help our friend Guar here if he promises not to yell at you or hurt you? Also, totally fine. It's up to you if you want to keep him up there. That's fine too. This is.
I don't spend a lot of time breaking people out of it. I'll try. As he is going to.
Can Can I Eldritch Blast my way out of it?
You would have to do so with disadvantage, but you can make a strength check.
Oh, I can do a strength check.
DC's 19.
It's a strong web.
So, Magpie.
Oh, that's a dirty 20. So
Nice.
I
Cool.
say, so
Oh,
Magpie, do you
got it.
find us grotesque to look at?
Um,
I'm just
I
curious
rather-
if other species, you know, because I'm sure you don't find yourself grotesque. Because that wouldn't be.
I've been told enough times that I assume this is what it is. You know?
did you steal from our campsite?
Is it really stealing
Wow,
if it was just
yelling
a
at me.
pile of things?
Because you put me in a web, you appeared in front of me, tried to scare me, it didn't work, so you put me in a web, and we're just trying to find out who stole the stuff from our campsite.
I can't believe I'm the one doing this. There's been a misunderstanding.
Okay.
And I'd like to just discuss that with you.
It's a trade.
Sure. We need a book. Is there a book that you took?
I have a book.
And I describe it so matter-of-factly.
Mhm.
Like, exactly how Broomhilda did.
Yeah, I have a book just like that.
Okay, so that book
Give it
belongs
back.
to our friend right here. And I understand that you
No, I
took it from
found
a
it.
pile.
The
Yes,
rules
you
of
took it-
trading imply that you did not steal it first.
He didn't
I'm-
technically steal it. He took it from a pile of rubble that wasn't being guarded by any of us because we were so tired that we didn't keep watch.
Well, that
So-
wasn't
Yeah.
his pile of rubble.
Yeah,
Well,
Milo,
that's your pile of rubble.
didn't
But
didn't
you,
you tell him?
you own the trees?
We own the rubble.
Milo, I thought you told him that was your friend's stuff.
Yeah.
Did you tell him not to take any of it?
I think I just told him that it was ours.
Okay.
Okay.
You
is-
weren't there, and it was.
What
We
is it
were
that
We were
there.
next to it, technically.
Yes, but what is it that you would like us to trade for this back?
What do you got?
Well,
You can leave with your life.
Guar. Remember what you told me when we were in Farah and how I should stop talking? I think you should take your own advice right now.
You owe me.
Okay.
Magpie points to himself.
Magpie. I have
Oh.
this I have this very special graveyard dirt from have you ever heard of the Venronas? They're all but extinct now, so pretty rare.
No, don't give him that.
Oh,
It's too
so-
precious. I wink at her.
Elder
No.
doesn't understand what you're doing, and she's like,
I don't know all of that road is.
Don't
They're,
trade it. It's too valuable.
I mean, I take it out and it's just a vial of graveyard dirt. And I say it's a very powerful component that I use for certain conjurations.
Don't put it back. It's good. People are gonna see it.
What kind of conjuration?
Speaking with the dead, making people look like they're dead.
Oh. That's it?
Sure.
And it's this long, it reaches over Guar, and like it's this long extended arm. Oh. Okay. This is somewhat magical.
Be careful with that.
The
Could we
book
have-
is really magical.
You can tell what things are magical. Okay. Wait, that dirt's magical?
Mhm.
I didn't know
Did you say that out loud?
Yeah.
It's whoever was buried in it is an extremely magical person.
Interesting. Well, okay.
I'm a kind of magical person, I
Okay.
guess.
Okay. I mean, could I pay you for this book?
I've heard this a couple times, and every time someone says pay, they bring something out to me that I'm not interested in.
Okay.
You got any weapons?
Um,
I pull a mace out of my backpack.
yeah.
Okay. Interesting. I do have a lot of weapons right now.
Yeah, you
Looking-
took those
looking-
from our campsite too.
I found them!
You did not. They were
I
in
mean-
our campsite near the temple that you could clearly see. And it sounds like Milo said that we were still there and we were still using that area.
That you would have heard me.
You just snuck up on us.
Look at how big I am.
You were invisible,
So?
so we couldn't see you.
I mean, invisible doesn't mean you can't hear.
We were sleeping.
Honestly,
Okay.
I
He's
think
a
this one's on
burglar.
us. He didn't come into our temple. He didn't come into our house. He just kind of, I mean, say a place burned down and
Those
no
were
one
very
was
nicely
there.
organized piles.
Well,
You know
did he
what?
take-
I was thinking about the best store, but you can keep it. That's fine. I don't need it. What else you got? What's this?
okay,
Looks at Patch.
No,
Can I have that?
no, you cannot
Yes.
have that. That is a animal, and you cannot have an
Okay.
animal.
Oh, okay. I'll also
tried-
have an animal.
I turn to Guar and I say,
What
how
animal?
important is this to Brunhilde? She explained it to you, right?
It's really, really important.
Okay. What
Her
about this?
name is Abby.
Wilbur, yeah, Magpie has a full conversation with, and Wilbur, you see this truly disgusting looking worm-like creature that seems to be just kind of like growing wings from the two arms that seem to be jutting out of it. It has this like weird circular mouth, and you can see, even though it looks like it's like a juvenile creature, it has at least 200 teeth in there.
Oh God! Is it like
Yikes.
on Magpie's like back or something, or
So it's actually in a cage that is rolling alongside with
Oh,
Magpie,
God.
and you see it just like full on grabs against the cage, like
Ugh.
oh my God! No, you can keep Abby. You cannot have Patch, but you
Arthur.
keep Abby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, What about gemstones? Would you take gemstones for this book?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do
Okay. I take out the 1,000 gold piece red ruby that Brunhilde gave
Okay.
me. And
Okay.
so it's huge. And I'm like, well, I mean, I've got this.
that. Okay.
give me a persuasion check.
I'm going to guide myself. I'm going to do a different dice too. So guidance is 2. 5.
5.
Yup.
Incredible. Okay. All right. With that, then he goes,
Also, do the dirt and the gemstone and the mace
Okay, for the book.
for the book.
I mean, what are the odds? I look at Clara and I was like, what are the odds that Brunhilde can't get me another one of these rubies? She gave it to me in the first place, so.
I still think he needs to return all of our stolen items, but whatever works.
Okay. I give the graveyard shirt as a ruby. And I say to Guar, I'm like, give him the mace.
You can just put it on the ground.
I do. I just put it right there on the ground.
Can you please wake up our friend so we can hand her this book?
Is she gonna act anything like him?
No, it'll be fine.
She pointed a very magical thing at me.
She was afraid. Remember, we already discussed that you're grotesque to people who don't look like you.
You
Right,
also
okay.
Yeah.
you also stole our
Well,
items and then snuck up on us.
Yeah, Magpie, we've had a really long night. You know, the rubble that you pulled all that stuff out of, it almost fell on top of all of us. It actually fell on him, which is probably why he's so, yelly. Um, and so, like, if you could give
That and
us
you
more of it
stole
back, that'd
stuff
be...
from our.
Guar, shut up.
Mm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, most people that have buildings fall on them just don't get up. So, makes sense that he's probably stuck like this.
normally I'm not
Yeah.
the reasonable one, so this is a very interesting day for you to meet
You've
us.
been super reasonable.
Thank you. I've
Yeah.
been I really need to hear that. I like take a step back and I don't want anyone to see my emotion.
Emotional.
Cool.
And I turn around.
Full on rolled a 5 on insight.
Okay. Okay. Right. You guys want anything else to trade? I got some stuff. Oh, you want me to break her up? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, put the book in front of her, Guar, so she's not so angry.
I
when she
just
wakes up.
I hold the book.
Cool.
In her face.
You hold the book. Give me a because he's gonna pass it from him to you.
Okay.
Give me a wisdom, charisma, and what's the other one? Intelligence saving throw.
Jeez. Okay. What was it? Wisdom, intelligence, and
Charisma.
charisma. Okay. This was my intelligence save. That's a 19. Sorry, no,
Okay.
dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Cool.
This is my charisma save. It's a 24. And sorry, you said wisdom, right?
Yeah. Wisdom, intelligence, and charisma.
Wisdom is 21.
Okay, cool. With the intelligence, that was what you got. Oh no, you said you got a dirty 20 with that.
Dirty 20. Yeah.
Great. Dirty 20 was the DC.
Okay.
Awesome. As you hold this book in your hands, there's moments where you feel there's this like second of like feeling your, trying to think of how to explain this. There's moments where your personality, your intelligence, and your like whatever we want to put into the D&D sort of reference of a soul seems to be on the brink of transforming. You feel moments where like you're looking at this book and you like immediately are able to count how many pages there are just from looking into the side. And then you realize, oh, this heavy, how my finger bring this up like at the same time. So like, and it just like all seems to happen all at once as you just kind of like just drop it and like push it in front of her.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was weird.
You good?
I look at Sarah and I look at Eldrin and I just and I turn because I'm just so like I'm in my lawful good era right now, so I'm just like this is fucking bullshit. So I just like
cool. Brumhilda wakes up. Okay.
We're friends with him. He already is aware that he's grotesque to us.
Okay.
You don't need to make him.
He's the one that stole everything.
Guar.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Give us our stuff back.
No,
There's
it's
the book
fine.
right there.
There's the book.
There's the book.
There's the book. That's the most important thing.
Okay. Did you?
Okay.
Did you?
Look.
Can you understand me?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
I
can
can understand. Yeah.
Okay. Did you look like this before or after you touched the book?
I've always been like this.
Okay.
And Broomhilda, don't worry about it. I was able to get it back with that ruby you gave me and some dirt from the Vinrona estate. Everything's good now.
And my mace.
Oh yeah.
Wait. So we're trading with this thing?
In his defense, none of us were guarding this rubble, and we were
On my
inside.
defense.
I didn't want
Exactly. We can't just attack everything, Guar.
You see Brumhilda look at this thing with with a flair of like, if I was fully sure that there wouldn't be catastrophic consequences, I could end you here and now. Looking up at Magpie
And I look at Broomhilda pointedly and I
Right.
say, and he seemed to take down one of the most powerful people that we know, at least.
Whose side are you on?
So maybe we should just let him be on his way.
is there anything else of magical value that you procured?
Oh, hold on, let me look. Let's see. I got a whole bunch of stuff, and it was hard to tell, but I don't know. Do you want to look? I got this. I got this.
And just starts to kind of pull things out. And this is what I really wanted to do today. We'll start with Elgin. Elgin, roll me a D20.
Oh, okay. Nat 20.
Nice. Cool. Awesome. You notice he starts to like pull things out like from one after the other and starts to kind of like lay out like 20 things. And a lot of them are like various sort of forms of like, oh, that might be interesting. Many of them are weapons. Some look like they're just like kind of like paper scrolls and things like that. But you happen to notice the last thing he takes out and like you kind of laugh at it. But then you can't stop looking at it. It just interests you as you notice it looks like a simple broom.
Okay.
And at first you're like, this guy just has no idea what he has. But then you remember that the graveyard dirt, he said, is magical.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Eldrin's gonna point to the broom with her foot and be like, "What's that?"
As a broom. You can use it to sweep things up. You can also use it to be not on the ground.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Do you want it?
What do you want for it?
What you got?
I mean, I just gave you some of my like more powerful things.
Oh wow.
We'll allow this to keep going on this. Sarah, go ahead and roll.
Threw my dice at my computer screen. 9.
Cool. You see a very interesting looking talisman that looks to be on this like it's just a what's happening over there? Okay. It's just on a like a burnt black rope. And it has a you don't recognize it, but you notice it because it looks like it you notice immediately on it the sort of burnt sort of brass look of a skull on it.
What does that thing do?
Oh, keeps you from dying.
Is that it?
Do you want to die?
No, definitely not.
Then you should train me for that.
She's gonna pull out the potion from Zaris, the potion of death. This is, well, kind of the opposite.
It's the potion will kill you.
Yeah, that.
Okay.
I mean, it might keep you safe if you find someone that, acts like him, but worse. And she points at Guar.
Puts the long, kind of like extended, spiny, hairy leg out.
Okay, deal. You can take it.
Okay.
And just put down for now a talisman of vitality. Guar.
Okay. What did Saren get? What did Saren roll?
Just tell me what you roll, and I'll tell you
Oh.
whether you need to reroll.
A 15.
15. Cool. That's fucking funny. That's really funny.
I hope it's a good funny.
You notice something that is like kind of like set. It almost has this like sort of like Medal of Honor vibe. It's not like attached to a chain of any or anything, but you see there's a there is I think it's a like an the shape of it kind of reminds you of a thumbs up. And you see there's like two ribbons that are kind of coming across it. It's somewhat rudimentary, so it could also not be a thumbs up, but you look at it and you're like, I think that's a thumbs up.
I think that's a thumbs up.
No, it's a charm.
What does it do?
It makes you talk to people better than what you've done in this conversation.
I'm usually
So it makes him better like me, like how I've done in this conversation.
Yeah, probably. Makes you talk like her.
Even a blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while.
I don't know what that means.
Blind squirrels have a hard time finding nuts, but even they find it sometimes because they get lucky.
Okay.
What do you want for it?
Where you go?
Without breaking eye contact, he feels into his Gore feels into his bag, pulls out the serpite lily. I found this and I haven't been able to use it yet. But I think I could use that much better.
Done.
I toss it to him. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Pulls it out of the air. Another leg comes out and grabs it from the air.
Okay.
Put down charm of enigmatic charisma.
Because you know what I need is more charisma.
Yeah. Wilbur, go ahead and roll me a d20.
Can I help? 13.
13. Okay. Cool. Awesome. You see a rolled up piece of parchment.
What do you have there?
As a rolled up piece of parchment.
Well, what's on the parchment?
Depends on who's reading it. And the day. And the time.
Oh, so it just like changes all the time?
Yep.
It's weird.
Okay.
Can you read it?
Now, right now, I'm in the middle of a trip.
I just meant like in general. Can you read it?
Yeah.
What types of things does it say?
It depends on the day or the time or who's reading it.
Well, when's the last time you read it?
I don't know. When I got it.
And when you got it and you read it, what did it say?
I don't remember. Do you see how big this sack is behind me?
Just seems really interesting.
So trade.
No, I think I'm gonna pass.
Okay, loser.
Hey, that's
Um,
uncalled for.
I'm sorry.
He's
It
my
has to be what's said on a piece of
he's my
paper.
best friend. Please respect him.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, he is.
Milo's my best friend.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Well,
We'll let Milo roll in his time. Yeah.
Magpie, can I pick up the scroll and see?
Yeah.
You pull up the scroll. One second. And you see it says, the largest bird of prey in the world is the Andean condor.
Okay, and she just rolls it back up and sits it back down on the ground.
What did it say?
Something about a large bird.
Don't tell him.
She can tell me if she wants to.
Yeah. Something, an Andean condor? I don't know.
Oh, largest bird.
Yeah.
Yeah, largest bird of prey. That's right. That's what yeah.
Super fun fact.
Yep.
Definitely useful for maybe somebody else.
So, okay. Cool.
Comes back to Eldrin.
I unfortunately have nothing magical to trade you. So
Okay.
it's cool, but I guess I don't have much use for it underwater anyway.
You know what? Because you've been so nice to me. And because if you do find some interesting stuff in the future, all you have to do is to call my name and I will hear it wherever I am. And if it's close enough, I'm coming.
Okay.
Assuming that when you, if actually, I want to make this very clear because I don't have any like friends or anything, and I feel like this is something that you might do. If you don't have anything interesting to trade, I will revoke your privileges to call me.
Can I just talk to you in your head?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna make my way over here. This wagon fucking sucks to carry around with me.
Okay. Well,
I
thank you for your time. Oh.
I have a friend that might be able to help you figure out that wagon situation. Make it
I
more
kinda-
efficient.
Okay.
I mean, not right now, but maybe if I see him.
Oh, okay. You
Soon.
just wanted to brag about the friends you had.
No. I mean, I'd say he would maybe be your friend too. He's not really my friend. He's nobody's friend. He kind of sucks, but he does make really cool
is it
stuff.
Huxley?
Yeah. But he made this like boat thing, so he might be able to do something with the wagon.
Okay.
I'll ask him for you.
Sure. Make sure you tell him I'm hideous and grotesque, so that he's not surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But a way that people describe themselves when they're trying to make a good first impression.
Well, he's just
I'm
aware.
describing me.
Yeah. He understands he's not grotesque to himself. And like I'm sure if he met other creatures that look like him, you're telling me that if there was another magpie, I mean I guess it'd be a different name, you would find them grotesque? I don't think so. I think what you're saying, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, is that you understand that we find you grotesque.
Right.
Okay.
That's right.
Yes.
You know, so what I'm going to say is just to keep the interest of the relationship going, because, you know, usually take from people who. Sorry, I usually find things from people who no longer need them because they're dead. In the interest of saving face, you can have this bag of marbles.
Okay.
He just kicks a little bag of marbles. This one.
I pick it up.
Cool.
Is it
You
just
pick.
marbles?
Feels like it's a bag of marbles.
All right. Could I trade you this bag of marbles for that broom?
No, I just gave you the bag of marbles.
Yeah, but the bag of marbles is now mine, so therefore it's mine to trade.
Oh, that's true.
Mhm.
No, I won't. I wouldn't trade you that for it. No.
Okay. It was worth a shot.
Roll a d20 again. I love this little game.
12.
12. Cool. You notice there is a very, very a wand that has some seemingly like looking at it, it looks like it's wet at first because of like how shiny it is, and then as you kind of like turn to look at it from the side, you actually notice that it is sparkling.
I'll trade you
What's
this
that?
though.
What is it?
It's a wand.
What does it do?
It sparkles.
I mean, are these
And it can get
marbles?
really loud.
Okay, well, sure.
Okay.
Give me
Roll
my
me a
marbles back.
sleight of hand check.
14.
14. Cool.
Mhm.
We'll say with a 14 in the interest of fun here on this. As you go to hand the marbles back, there's a certain point where you do like lose your grip a little bit and you feel 3 of them fall out.
Mhm.
And as you're still holding on to it, you recognize the bag does not seem to weigh any less.
I put my hand up for a moment. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I pour out all of the marbles.
Impossible to do. As you turn the bag over and you see marbles just start to before you finally are like, okay, this is a mess.
Hmm.
Okay, that's a weird.
Did you know it did that?
Yeah, so it's a bag of marbles.
Yeah, it's like a never-ending bag of marbles.
You'll always have marbles.
I mean, why didn't you say that?
I felt like I was pretty clear it was a bag of
You're
marbles.
right. You were very clear. I mean, do I need to pick them up and put them back in?
I guess not. I mean, this is a forest that might have some small creatures die from trying to eat these marbles.
I'll put them back. I start putting them back.
I think there's like moments where like Broomhilda is like she's keeping her mouth shut, but she just like she full on like waves her hands and they all go back into there and she's not even paying attention. She doesn't even like realize she casts magic because she's like trying to hold her anger in so bad right now.
Okay. And then what exactly does the wand do? You said that it
It
makes loud
sparkles.
noises.
And it
And
makes
it
loud
sparkles
noises.
and it makes loud noises.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think that I'm gonna keep the marbles.
Okay. Good, because that was my gift to you, and it was a little weird that you were using it to trade back to me. But you know, I
I mean,
accept
yeah.
I accept the
Okay.
deal. So
Yeah. Okay. Pushing my luck a little, I turn to Broomhilda and I say, I mean, I did give up a few things in order to get the book back that you didn't secure. So I think it's only fair if you helped me trade for something for myself.
Roll me a persuasion check with advantage.
Even though I used the ruby she gave me already. Can I guide myself?
Yes.
16, 17, 18.
18. Cool. Looks at Guar. What's Guar's expression?
Sorry, I was muted. Probably still fairly similar to Brimhilda. Like I'm probably still seething a little bit, but like a little calmer now that I've like got something. But also like this isn't fucking right. Like so just like
Cool. You hear a voice in your head that says, "What should I do?"
Enough time has passed that Eldrin's like, okay, this is awkward. You could have just said no.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have a place to go, but
Yeah.
I don't. I think Guar recognizes at this point he's just not thinking clearly enough to like make any decisions right now because he just wants to yell and like get all the stuff back and like. So.
Cool. You hear that voice in your head going, "Okay, appreciate and live in the moment." Here we go.
So
I will give you this vial, which allow you to understand any language spoken or read for a whole day for that ring.
this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Eldrin's very confused. She didn't think this would work.
And Brumhilda picks it up.
Really? Okay. What does it do?
Well, I gotta pack my stuff up now, so I'm gonna go, and I will see you guys whenever you say my name. I'll say my name 3 times. You have to say my name 4 times.
It was very nice meeting you.
It's nice meeting you too. Bye, best friend.
I think you gave me the best gift of all today. You helped raise my confidence.
Guar just like looks at her like, really?
Okay, well, that is, in my experience, very overrated, but good luck with that.
And you see him turn around and just start to, you hear the wagon kind of pull its way off.
He was a lovely person, or thing. Well, this wasted journey means that once we get back, there's going to be no temple, because we only had 6 hours left when we left, and it took 3 hours to get here. So
it's fine.
We could head back, and I could do another one.
Yeah, you could do that. I'm gonna start to do some ritual casting. It's gonna take me a week, gang, to get this mansion back up. But I mean,
well, I think it would be good to get the temple back up so that we have a place to talk without prying eyes or ears.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I was just letting you know what I'm
doing. Can you do that
within
the temple?
I don't think so.
Brumhilda, okay. I'm sorry that your book got stolen, and I just felt like I was in a place where it was best that I just didn't speak. I didn't want to cause any more harm. I'm also mad at all of you for not feeling the same way that I did.
What were we gonna do? Were you going to kill this person who obviously wasn't evil?
It's okay.
Actually,
need to be. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. I get it. I think Guar brings up a good point. Yeah. Guar brings up,
We're all in this together, remember?
I was scoffed at when I said that.
Hilda, I have a question.
okay.
Will the new mansion, will it be named Marvin as well?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Marvin can't really die.
Is Marvin in you? Always?
What? No. What?
Are you
No.
Marvin?
Marvin is a construct that is
Okay.
at this point disassembled.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
No, in the interest of making sure everything is as above board as possible, no, Marvin, I'm not possessed or have anything else living in me.
I wasn't asking if you were possessed. I just wasn't sure if it was like I don't know, part of some of your wizardry
Sure. No,
sorcerers.
I understand.
I mean, you have to give me a break. The only experience I have is with Zaris, and on a good day, he seems like he's possessed.
It's honestly, it's very fine. It's fine. As long as, we're just as honest with each other as we can from here on out.
I agree, which is
We'll
why
be
we
good.
should get back to our temple so that we can have some conversations.
Okay. That was okay.
I mean, you all know I spoke with Huxley and things like that.
Oh,
but I
okay.
think-
Gotcha. Yeah. Yep. Okay. And you guys head back. At that moment, so Brimhilda is listening, but is definitely concentrating on the ritual cast of the first day of Marvelous Mansion.
So does Brimhilda know that we should not be super close to her? Because Guar hasn't really explained that to her yet, right?
Guar hasn't really explained that, but she's also somewhat aware of what happened in a way. So she's like, I think like matter of factly, you guys have been close together in that whole encounter with Magpie, and it just wasn't really addressed or thought of, and yeah. So
Yeah, that's what. So while we're walking, I do ask Guar. I was like and I say loud enough for everyone here. I was like, in being transparent and everything. Guar, I know you explained to Saren and I what's going on. I'm assuming you already spoke with Broomhilda.
Hasn't come up yet.
Oh, okay. Well, this is awkward. Is there a certain amount of space we should be keeping between us for our safety?
I would keep at least.
is she in this conversation? I'm confused.
I mean, she's with us, yeah. Eldrin
Okay, cool.
was
cool,
like
yeah.
to be transparent. She thought that Guar talked to Brunhilde.
I understand if you want to keep your distance. I don't know if that's. I don't know exactly how it works. It does seem like it's safer to do so.
Okay, I mean, let's just brainstorm this a little bit. Wilbur obviously was impacted. Saren and Milo, did you feel anything when Brumhilda came back into the Marvin? Because I didn't, and I don't think I look at Norris. I was like, I don't think Norris did.
Yeah, there was like a weird like electricity sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, and I mean, Norris and I were sitting on the other side of the table about how much distance would that be. And Eldrin steps back so that there's that much distance between her and Brunhilde. Mm-hmm. She's like, maybe this is a safe enough distance.
Yeah, I'd say it's about like 15 feet.
I'm comfortable with that until we can figure out what's going on.
I understand.
Well, it's nothing. Okay. It's no offense.
But Guar, you did, I mean, I guess you didn't talk to me about it, but you. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's just
Gore,
a,
maybe you should explain it to her.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes. It's just a theory I have, but I think it's strong. Brumhilda, when I was near Tal, he had the same effect on people.
Yeah, I figured.
And I don't know if he intentionally turned it on or whatever, but the people that revered him the most and that were closest to him would get sick, lose their hair, and acted delusional, more so than all his other followers. And they weren't seen after that. And
But then you said
but I,
too, like people like your father weren't affected.
yes. But I'm also wondering if it doesn't seem like it's affecting us when you're calm. It was only when you were angry and overwhelmed that it seemed to happen. So I'm hoping if we can keep you calm, and if you can keep yourself calmer, or at least if we can be aware that you are getting upset or overwhelmed, that we know to back away. But it's not because we're not with you. It's just we want to make sure we maintain our safety.
Brumhilda is deep in thought, but keeps looking up at you, Guar. Looked at you, especially when you said like people close to you. I understand.
Oh, with this in mind, can we make an agreement that if there's something, I don't know, if emotions are high or something difficult is being discussed, and we as a group, obviously with your consent, feel it's necessary, I can I can cast calm emotion or something on you.
Oh, that could be helpful.
I guess you could try, but if I'm emotional, I don't know. I guess it depends on the intensity. If there's an ability for me to
Well,
willingly
well,
accept that
do I have your
spell.
consent to try at least?
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously, if we're in a situation where you're calm and it's just that we know we're, I don't know, about to have a difficult conversation or something, like say like, I don't know, someone dies, I'd tell you ahead of time, like, hey, I want to cast calm emotion on you because I have something difficult to tell you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Brumhilda,
My thought. Oh, go on, Quar.
are you aware of any talisman or charm or ring or anything that would help you stay calm or feel more in control of this?
Told you, Guar, this morning. I don't know.
Well, my thought on this that I suggested to Quar, and I think it's something we can talk about more when we're back inside the safety of the temple. But after my conversation with Huxley, it seems that maybe he has the ability to help. He explained to me some devices he's made in the past that have imbued healing spells and things like that. Not that I want his help, but he might be able to give it.
He's on the
Honestly, I'm
list.
surprised she talked to you.
Oh yeah, there's a lot I need to fill you guys in on that. Um, he's okay. Not like not like I guess what I'm trying. He's not as bad as I thought.
What?
That's
He's
the nicest thing I've ever heard anyone say about Huxley.
he's just he's just he, he's as you all said, he's a dickhead. I now know that what that is. But he's God, I hate it. It makes me sick. I think he's kind of misunderstood.
Aren't we all?
Saren just has a look of, I tried to tell you guys. How do you believe me?
Okay, I'm gonna work on the spell. You guys give me, good
Only
idea
3
to
hours
probably
of
just
walking.
give an idea. Oh, that happened while you were walking. There's
Oh,
no way.
okay.
If you want to drag it hour by hour,
I was like, we have 3 hours of walking.
yeah, that's not
So
happening.
if we're back, I'll start the
Cool.
serum. Yeah, because it's going to take me an hour to make the temple again.
You got it. So there's a cool moment where actually like both of you are like, I don't know how Eldrin's necessarily doing it, if there's a difference in like the shape of it and things like that, but like the way that Brumhilda is doing it is essentially like looking like she's like building the house, but like instead of like using tools, it's just like it's just automatically going into place, like shifting pieces of wood together. So
And then Eldrin says when we get back to the site, Eldrin finds in the middle of the, because remember how she made like an outline with her foot in the ground. She finds in the center of it the holy relic that she used, and she sits back down in the center with it, closes her eyes, and anything that happens, it's basically she's praying, and so things are getting built up around her as she's praying.
Cool.
But she's not moving or anything.
You got it. Cool. Awesome. So yeah, we see these two magical beings at work as you guys are collecting yourselves. And I think the big question, and Noros kind of goes like, all right, so I'm not going to be any help here. What do we do? What's the plan here?
I have ideas, but I'm not there.
Yeah, you're in the middle of it, so.
The plan, as far as I know, is one, we go to Araskar. We find Alistair? Asshole? What is it?
Alisaur.
Alisaur's parents. Yeah, we find Alisaur's parents. They have some access to the school, so we can retrieve.
Okay.
Eldrin's brother.
Are we just walking into the city?
Well, that's what we have to figure out. I think stealth would be the best way to do it, but I'm no good at that, so we'll have to find some other means of getting in. I can do this, and I use Mask of Many Faces, and I turn into an old woman again.
Okay. I mean, not useful.
Saren does this, and her armor changes into the school uniform.
Oh, that's really impressive.
I mean,
okay. All right. So you're an old woman in full heavy armor.
Excuse me, young laddie. I don't appreciate your tone. Okay. Now I'm not going to let you help me eat.
This is the plan? This is the plan.
It's something right now. I mean, we need to talk to Alisaur's parents.
Alistair.
So what?
Alistair.
What did I say?
Right, but if Alistair's parents are in the city, do we need a plan on getting into the city?
Well, I just showed you what I'm going to do.
Yeah. Yes.
So you're not going to be wearing armor, I assume.
Well, in my form, I wasn't wearing armor.
You absolutely are.
Okay.
Oh, I thought Mask of Many Faces was disguise self, which disguises your.
It's disguise self at will. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't keep you from not wearing armor, though.
Yeah, but it makes it so you don't look like you're wearing.
Yeah, right.
You're still.
It's still gonna sound like you're wearing.
It's still gonna sound like you're wearing armor. Yeah.
I'll just have like a bag that. Sorry, I'll just have a bag that makes it sound like I'm carrying a lot of metal.
Or don't you
it's an old woman carrying metal.
Other than an old woman.
Oh no, that was just the one I thought was the most fun.
If you guys are near Eldrin, Eldrin opens one eye and goes, "If you just wait 30 minutes, I have some ideas."
How about this? Can I
I'm
just turn
just
into
trying to be helpful. Yeah.
I turn into a guard, just like the most innocuous looking guard.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. That's better. Wilbur, what do you got?
I can't.
Can
do
you
any-
hear her?
I can now.
No, yeah.
Okay. There you go. Make sure you're. There you go.
I can't do any of that fancy stuff. And I certainly can't just go walking in any city looking like this.
Your Majesty, I am here to help you collect rubble. Because I'm still in guard form. I'm still here to collect rubble. What should I do, Your Highness?
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't know you were doing a spell.
I will say above board, this is also the DM going, you guys should figure out a plan
Yeah.
on what you're doing.
Yeah.
So all I know so far is we need to find Alistair's, what is it? Alistair? Alistair's parents in Eriscar. They will help us find access into the school, which is where Venris is. And then
Venris is dead.
oh, sorry, who is it?
Volmos.
Volmos.
Signs of V. Volmos. Let's retcon that. It's pretend I said that right the first time. We need to go in there. So we can go in there. I think that we could get in there through a matter of stealth. We can disguise Wilbur. I mean, we can wrap you up and make it look like you're, a sleeping infant. I could just wear you on my back.
We can't just go into this school with just us. It's too dangerous. The last time we were in Grinchelli's territory, Eldrin was killed.
That's because we got separated. We will not be separated this time. We can't.
And we won't go into the school first.
No.
We're gonna go find Alistair's parents. Maybe as long as we can get there, then we can figure it out from there on how to get to the school.
So there's a thing of if we get caught, we're people seeking into the city. There could be a million reasons why we're doing that. If Wilbur gets caught, that's a very different reality.
Wilbur, we won't let that happen.
I'm telling
Can I
you,
join
we
the
can't
conversation?
We
Yeah,
can't go
yeah.
alone.
Okay. Eldrin finishes and says,
To be clear, you chose to not be in the conversation. You chose that you're like, my body's doing this. Yeah, you could do that. You could, yeah.
Well, because I have to finish this, because I don't want to have this conversation outside of the temple, because we know that there are Celestials listening and watching.
I see.
And
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
so, Eldrin, when when the temple's finished, Eldrin says, why don't we have this conversation where people can't hear it?
Okay.
So, cut to, you're in the temple.
Okay. So, Eldrin says, here's what I'm thinking. So, we have to go to Eriscar. We have an ally that might be able to help us in the form of my other dead brother, who might come back. I need to check in with him on that.
Kanos?
I was wondering. Yes, Kanos. I already told you about this.
Yeah, I know, but I just wanted you to know that I remembered his name. So.
Oh, thanks, Clark. So here's what I'm thinking. Broomhilda has a lot of things here that need to be secured. Is Broomhilda in the
No.
temple? Okay. Broomhilda has a lot of things here that needs to be secured. Case in point, that very scary world-ending book. What I'm thinking is we have Broomhilda teleport us back to Callville into the Bitch's Brew so she can secure all these items that she has that need to be secured outside of Marvin, because I don't think we want to be carrying them around for the next 7 days. And then we talk to my mom, because she talked with the king last night, and see where we are with him and Grancelli and everything, because if we can lure Grancelli away from Erisgar, then that will be one less Mortimer to deal with. And then we can figure out disguises while we're there, because we'll be in a town where we can buy things. Me, Wilbur, and Noros have to be careful because Grancelli doesn't like Tritons, and Wilbur obviously is a wombat. So we need to figure that stuff out. But if we can get my stuff back as well from Karen, I have some things that we might be able to use against the brother, like the Orb of Greater Demon Summoning, things like that. So I don't know. What do you think about that? I don't know if Broomhild would be willing to go back to the Bitches Brew, but
Above board, yeah, that's totally fine.
Yeah. It seems as though we don't have that very many options at this point. We need all the help we can get, and we don't have a lot of.
I was going to say, if we go back to the Bitches Brew, then I also have access to Kanos' body if he is willing to come back.
That's true.
I just am afraid of rushing in without a plan.
Of course.
Because I really don't want to die again.
I don't want you to die again either. I don't want
also,
any of us
I
to die.
refuse to die without Persana's armor on this time. I'm not doing that again.
Oh,
you don't
absolutely.
know. That was embarrassing.
Noros is not smiling at all.
Yeah. I look outside to see where Broomhild is at.
Pretty far.
Okay. So we have this temple now for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Where are we on... Wilbur, did you speak with Riley?
I did.
Okay, and what did she suggest?
Well, she didn't really suggest, I would say. I asked her if she could help break the news to Broomhilda, and Riley essentially posed the question to me of why. Well, first of all, I should say Riley promised that she would not let any of that happen. And then Riley posed this question to me and said, why potentially worry her when I'm not going to let anything bad happen? And then I made it a point to say I don't want to look her in the face anymore and keep this information from her. And Riley said, well, then you have a decision to make.
I can see Riley's point, because there is a part where, are we just telling her to alleviate our own guilt of her not knowing? I'll say for me, I don't think that's the case. I don't think we're just telling her to alleviate guilt. I think that she deserves to know, because it is her actions that will make it so that the timeline isn't, or the timetable stays at 3 months and gives us more time to plan. If she doesn't know, how is she, I don't know, how is she going to protect herself? Now, she's already given me permission to ask her if I can do calm emotions. I will say I was being a little, I had a reason for that. I'm thinking,
no, that's good.
We can have her in this temple. I can tell her that we have some bad news that we need to give her and ask for permission to calm her first, and then we tell her in the best way possible. But what do you guys think?
I do believe it's the right thing to tell her.
And I do see what Riley's saying, in the sense that why worry her if Riley's going to take care of it. But yes, we might save her life by not telling her. But if we don't tell her, I think at the end of this, none of us are going to have her in our lives anymore. She's not going to trust us.
And she'll probably kill us.
That too.
I
And
can't.
even if Riley can stop it from happening, she needs to know that the Celestials are watching us.
Mm-hmm. And it makes me nervous that she's even out there right now doing this. I understand that she needs to be to work on this spell, but I would be more comfortable, especially while she doesn't know what's going on, if she was in the protection of Persana's temple. I don't like that the Celestials can watch her right now. I don't like that she's being treated as if she's just an ant under a microscope. It's bullshit. And yeah, I know. Uh, we need to
Whoa.
take control of the situation. She is our friend, and I promised her that we would protect her. I promised her that if she opened up to us and if she just let us in and let us help her, that we would do everything in our power to protect her. I also will tell you the same thing I told Guar. I also promised her that I would kill her if we needed that to happen. So, but I told her to trust us, and I can't. I just
I don't want to look her in the face anymore and be lying to her.
Guar looks down, is just looking down at the floor. I'm clenching my fists. I can do it.
I don't. We all can do it. We all need to be there, and we all need to.
I will say the words.
Yes, I think that is the best because it is someone's fault who belongs to you who did this.
She is more than a friend for me. She is my. Well, I don't know. I don't know what we are, but
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I should be the one to do it.
no. It needs to be me.
Riley seems to think that Brimhilda and I have a much closer relationship than I guess that I thought Brimhilda viewed us as.
And then let it continue.
Do you think that you can explain it to her in a way that doesn't seem pitying, Wilbur? Because I think that could set her off too.
Pitying?
Like, I'm so sorry this is happening to you and this sucks and blah 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 and I'm sad too, and I'm saying, like, say it to her matter of factly. And
Yes, of course I would.
I was asking Wilbur.
Wilbur's not going to do it. I am.
Okay. I was just trying to get Wilbur to come to that realization on his own.
I could say it that way. I just would need some time to gather my thoughts. I don't know. I told Riley that I was very nervous about anyone else talking to her or about her finding out that I knew and I wasn't honest and forward with her.
I can.
No.
It was my patron that gave us the news.
It's gonna tap me out, probably, but I can probably figure out a way to at least protect most of us in case something goes wrong. I can throw a death ward on like 4 or 5 of us.
Let me do it, and let me do it far enough away from all of you that if anything does happen, I can take the hit.
I need to be within
don't-
60 feet of her. It needs to be in this temple if you want calm emotions to be up.
Yes, calm emotions, but then stay no closer than you have to.
If Riley said that Wilbur should do it, maybe, I mean, we wanted Riley to do it.
Is that what Riley said, Wilbur?
Riley seemed to think when I said, was contemplating, like, I should just tell Brimhilda, and my telling Riley how nervous I was about it because I don't want Riley to be upset with me and I don't want to anger Riley or anger Broomhilda. Sorry. Wow. Riley said you have to understand that Broomhilda really feels a closeness to you or respects you. I forget how exactly she worded it, but she's not worried about Broomhilda getting mad at me, is what I gathered.
Okay.
And she's definitely been mad at Guar before, so not a great track record with that one.
I mean, because
Not
you could
because of anything like this.
start it off,
Still.
Wilbur, that Guar found out about this, and I don't know. It just sounds so bad if it's not Guar, in my opinion, because he's the one that was told. Are you
He can't
talking
hear
to
you,
us?
honey.
No.
Why don't we all just be in the temple?
That's what I
mean,
want. Yeah.
If you have to be, if you can't be more than 60 feet away, that means I'm not gonna let you be in the temple by yourself. And I feel like all of you are gonna end up being in the same bout. So why don't we just be there?
Yeah. I mean, I think this is a good way to show her that she can trust all of us and that we are all here for her. I agree that I think Guar should do the talking though. And then if things start going really bad, maybe Wilbur can.
Well, Wilbur,
Calm her down.
you can be next to me. You can share your insight as well. I'm not trying to take anything away from you. I feel it's my responsibility because I received the message. And yes, Saren, she has gotten mad at me, but that's also because she's talked to me the most.
I've talked to her many times as a child, or many times, I mean, two. I've
I
had
don't
very
think
deep conversations with her in those,
I don't think she's gonna hurt any of us. I think that
I think
her
the fear is that
reaction,
she
I
won't
mean,
mean to.
we've seen her blow through the roof of her own tavern.
Hmm.
I don't think
But
she'll
that
hurt
was
any of us, but
toward the father figure, I guess, that neglected her.
Hmm.
We have not neglected her.
I think I agree with Noros. We do it. We can have it so that we're all at least 15 feet away from her.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to be close to her, Guar, that's fine.
Okay.
Uh, trying to think if I have anything prepared that can help you to protect you. I don't think I do. But I think we need to bring her in here and that we need to calmly explain the situation to her and make sure she is aware that we're not giving up and that this makes us want to fight even more for her. And I will say calm emotions is only about a minute, but so what I'm thinking is that we can start telling her it, and then before it gets to the really bad parts, I can ask her if I can cast that on her.
Okay.
Or I can just continuously cast that on her too.
I agree to that, and then I say, so let's not forget why we're doing this. And I spend 10 minutes talking, and I cast Inspiring Leader on everybody in the temple.
Cool. And just mechanically what that does, remind all of us.
17 hit points, temporary hit points.
Nice.
And I can do that once per short rest.
I cast Death Ward on Wilbur because he's the only one you can't bring back.
Cool.
Let me mark that off. So that lasts for 8 hours, Miranda. So, okay. All right. Should we just call her in? God, this feels like an intervention.
In a manner of speaking, it is. But it's because we love her,
Well, I mean,
and she deserves, and she deserves support.
yes, I agree.
Something she is not used to. I will go get her.
Okay.
And I go out. I leave the temple.
I'll burn some incense. I think that will help the mood. Aldrin goes around and starts lighting some candles and incense.
Yeah.
Careless Whisper starts playing in the background.
Okay. All right. You go get her. We might as well role play from that moment and go from there. So yeah.
Romilda, it's
Can't hear you.
Who, me?
Wilbur.
Oh.
I can hear Miranda, but
Can you guys hear me?
yeah, you can. Make sure you have that as close as you can to you. I think it's not picking up your noise.
It's literally right in my face.
Okay.
I have to be up in like 3.5 hours, so I can't RP any more of this tonight.
Okay.
What do you guys want to do?
We can stop here, or
Yeah,
we
let's
can
just call it.
in.
Yeah.
Cool. So
This is a great place to stop. Yeah.
in this moment, so we'll do this. We'll say, Guar, you go out to Brumhilda.
Mm-hmm.
Go from there.
Brumhilda, I know you're busy, but could you come into the temple, please? We just want to discuss our plans for next steps.
Okay. Let's keep it. Yeah. Okay. I can take a break from this. You see her walk in, sees the incense and the candles.
There's a chair in the middle of the room.
Jeez.
Guar just looks at Eldrin like, God damn it, really? Did you have to? Okay.
Okay.
We just want to let you know what's going on and get your thoughts, and then we're going to move forward.
Say what you need to say. Well, with that, we will end tonight's session. We'll see you guys next week.